it's time to head out for the call with our play-by-play announcer. Thank you for tuning in for our local sports action.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's broadcast. It's high school football Friday night. It's week number 6. Yeah, believe it or not, we've got week number 6. 3 more games before the end of the regular season. I'm Devin Kruger coming to you live from Pine River tonight, where we have a bit of a rivalry renewal, and 2 of our local teams that we cover extensively are going to battle tonight in Pine River. The Pillager Huskies are in town to take on the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Devin Kruger here, thanking you for being a part of our broadcast. Of course, a huge thank you to all of our sponsors and advertisers as we welcome you to our Station 371 pregame show. Restock on food, fuel, and bait at locally owned Station 371 right on Highway 371 in Pine River. They've got your bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline. They're one of the only area fuel stations with kerosene and off-road diesel. And, of course, get those hunting licenses, Station 371 in Pine River. Really fun to come into tonight's matchup for the Huskies and the Tigers. When we look at this rivalry, we'll take a look at these two teams as they compare coming into tonight's game. We will hear from both head coaches, get you starting lineups, and, of course, the kickoff set for 7 o'clock. Busy couple weeks here in Pine River. Last week it was homecoming. Tonight is senior night as well as tackle cancer night. So a lot of the football players have some pink on them in some way, shape, or form. They're doing some fundraising for tackle cancer night, and the theme definitely the pink out. In fact, the cheerleaders I saw, they have T-shirts tonight wearing a cheer for a cure, which is really cool. So a lot of special things happening here tonight with the Tigers and the Pillager Huskies here in town. A lot of football action, of course, throughout the area tonight. This is one of 4 broadcasts we're featuring on our R&J Broadcasting Incorporated stations, as well as YourLiveEvent.com. Crosby Ironton is at Aiken tonight on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. Barnum is at Mille Lacs on KKI and FM 94.3, and 10th ranked Pequot Lakes is at Mora on KOKS Talk 100. Excited to be here tonight. The weather, we don't know what it's going to do. About 15 minutes ago, it was sunny. Of course, it's been a very back and forth week. A lot of windy days and a lot of days like today where you get a shower for a half hour, then you get sunlight for an hour, then you get another shower. And we just had a shower sweep through here in Pine River, but it does look like the skies are breaking up and getting lighter. So it will be interesting to see how things play out as the night goes on, especially weather-wise. Let's take a time out here on the Station 371 pregame show. When we come back, we'll take you through these two teams coming into tonight with the Pillager Huskies and Pine River-Backus Tigers. It's the Station 371 pregame show. More after this here on Cash 95.9. We're online 24/7 at rjbroadcasting.com. And, of course, we're on YourLiveEvent.com. Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Call Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction at
Devin Kruger back with you here on Cash 95.9, yourliveevent.com for this Pillager and Pine River-Backus matchup. Let's take you through the team comparison heading into tonight's matchup. The visiting Pillager Huskies are coming in. They are a Section 6 AA team. They are 3-2 overall. They are 3-1 in the Mid-Northwest Central District, which of course is where these two teams align for this 2023 season. The Huskies actually started 0-2. They have won their last 3 coming into tonight's matchup, including a 51-14 win at Walker Hackensack Akeley last week. The Huskies are averaging 29.6 points per contest, 23.8 points allowed. Coming off a year last year, Paul Clark was in his first year, a pretty young squad where they went 2-7, so they've already surpassed last year's win total, and they're still relatively young. They've got a handful of seniors, but there's quite a few juniors that really help with this squad. It's a pretty good mix when you look at the starting lineup of seniors and juniors for this Huskies team. The Huskies will wrap up the regular season in the final 2 weeks. They host number 8 ranked Parker's Prairie next week. That'll be right here on the radio side on Cash 95.9, and then they finish out at New York Mills. The Pine River-Backus Tigers, under first-year head coach Nate Fisher, they are 1-4 on the season. They're 1-3 in the Mid-Northwest Central. For a homecoming last week, not the result they were hoping for. They lost to Staples Motley 60-0. The Cardinals had lost to the Huskies the week prior for Pillager's homecoming. And the Tigers' one win this year was the 13-12 nail-biter against Wadena Deer Creek. The Tigers have struggled to score on offense. I'll talk to Nate Fisher about that a little bit. Just 7.8 points per contest. They're allowing 45.6. Of course, this PRB team, much younger after they had a good group, a real good, strong group of seniors go through last year. They still, of course, have some seniors that have played quite a bit of football, but they're coming off a season at 7-3. I mentioned it's a rivalry renewed. The last time these two teams met was my very first fall here in the Lakes area, and I believe we did that game. It was Pillager and Pine River-Backus, and Pillager got the win 46-12. From 2011 to 2016, they met every year in the regular season. They even met a couple times in the playoffs. Pillager won 7 of 8 in that stretch from 2011 to 2016. The PRB Tigers, this is their final home game of the regular season. Unless, if they can run the table, they might get a home game. If they don't, this could be the last game on this field for the seniors. And again, it is senior night for Pine River-Backus. They travel to Walker Hackensack Akeley next week, the close rivalry with the Wolves, and then they'll head out to Parker's Prairie for week number 8. That's the team comparison here for tonight's matchup. 3-2, Pillager, 1-4, Pine River-Backus. When we come back on the Station 371 pregame show, we will hear from our head coaches. First, we'll talk with Paul Clark, the visiting head coach of the Pillager Huskies, and then we'll chat with Nate Fisher, head coach of the PRB Tigers. Should be a fun one here tonight. Again, we'll see if we can dry out or if we're just going to have periods of rain come through. It should be a good one either way. We're excited to be here. It is high school football. It's a Friday night on Cash 95.9, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. prbschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
And welcome back to the Station 371 pregame show for football tonight, as joining us is head coach of the Pillager Huskies, Paul Clark. Coach, of course, great to see you and the Huskies on the field again here as we enter week number 6 already of the season. Appreciate a few minutes before kickoff, Coach.
Yes, holy smokes, week 6 already. That sounds crazy. It seems like only a few days ago we were starting.
Yeah, and that football goes like that every year. Of course, it's always a fun season, and this is such a fun matchup tonight. Kind of a rivalry renewed with the Huskies and the Tigers here in Pine River tonight. Let's talk about this Huskies squad. Coming into week 6, you're 3-2. You've won 3 in a row. Coach, what in your mind has been the biggest factors in now this nice little run of success with this Huskies team?
Well, I think consistency is the big deal. We weren't playing bad the first 2 games. We just weren't playing consistent. We showed glimpses of being a extremely good football team. Even going back to last year, we finished 2-7, but we showed glimpses, and we were right with everyone. And so we're finally putting it together and doing it more consistently, and that's been a huge key for us.
Within that consistency, have you noticed anything on the execution side that has stood out to you in putting together a few wins, particularly a big decisive win at Walker Hackensack Akeley last week?
The guys are just trusting each other in our offense, especially. We have the 3 phases when we run our option. We got the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch, and we're just doing a better job of taking what's there instead of forcing this or forcing that. And our linemen have come a long way offensively. They're playing phenomenal. Defensively, they're, again, just playing their position. What's my job this play? I'm going to make that play. I don't have to be the hero and go make a tackle for a 5-yard loss. I can just play my position and they get no gain instead of getting out of position and giving up the big play. So trust and, just doing the job consistently has been big.
Especially on the defensive end, it's always we talk to high school coaches, and it's teaching them that exactly do your job, but also once the play is recognized, to be able to pursue. How has this team come along in terms of being able to pursue, get those multiple hats on the football, and make sure that those the opposing team can't break the tackles for bigger gains?
It all comes down to just being disciplined. Our defense is, we call it a gap sound defense. Everyone has a gap to fill. And if everyone's in that gap, well, the offense doesn't have much chance of gaining yard. So just, being disciplined enough to, okay, I see this guy doing that, but I got to stay in my gap in case it's a counter or in case it's a pass or something like that. And they're just doing that a lot more often now and not leaving gaps open. And our D-backs are getting a lot better, too, getting a run-pass read. Hey, if I read if it's run or pass right away, my job is a lot easier. Then I don't have to guess. So it's just it's a process, and they're starting to learn and starting to trust, and good things are happening.
Yeah, Pine River-Backus tonight, a team that the Huskies have not faced since 2016. Of course, you're in your second year at Pillager. So what have you been able to gather about what the Tigers bring to the table, and what are some of the focal points that go with that you hope the Huskies can do for a win tonight?
Well, going back a lot of years, Pine River has been capable of beating anyone at any time. They're big. They got a little speed. And they're a lot like us. They show glimpses of being a fantastic football team, and then every once in a while they'll have some brain farts or whatever and give up a big play, and that seems to delay their success. So I told the guys this week, you expect a dogfight. Expect them to play their best. 30 miles away, a close game, and they see, we won 3 in a row, so they want to ruin that streak, and so I expect a good game tonight.
Yeah, we hope so as well. Of course, it'll be interesting to see if we're playing in wet conditions or dry, because the last few days the weather doesn't want to make up its mind. Either way, it's fun getting these two together, Coach. We wish you and the Huskies the best of luck, and look forward to talking to you after the game, Coach.
All right, thank you very much.
Paul Clark, head coach for the Pillager Huskies. As we take a timeout, more coming up. 371 pregame show on Cash 95.9, rjbroadcasting.com, and on yourliveevent.com.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. Online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
We are back on the Station 371 pregame show. As joining us now is Nate Fisher, head coach for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Coach, great to be here. Kind of fun with a rivalry renewed tonight with Pillager in town. Of course, we always thank you for some time as we get ready for kickoff tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Last week a tough homecoming game. Staples Motley certainly an improved team. They got a big win on you. How much did that, in your mind, did it damper homecoming, and what did you do to get right back at it this week?
Well, I think the biggest thing was we came in on Monday. We watched about 3 plays of the game. We turned it off, and we started preparing for Pillager. Kind of one of those flush it mentalities. Get rid of the game and move on. So proud of how our guys responded. But one of those games that leaves a sour taste in your mouth, and a good one to flush and not think about too long.
So with the focus quickly being turned to the Huskies this week, take us through some of the focal points. What did you really work on with your group to try to get back in the win column and stop a little win streak that the Huskies bring in?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is we got to play disciplined football this week. They're an option team. They run the option really dang well, and the quarterback is a stud. And so just being gap sound, being responsible for our assignments and being disciplined is going to be huge for us this week. So, those are kind of the things that we really worked on this week.
I know with option teams, I always like to dig a little deeper, especially when it comes to D linemen, because they have to, be so disciplined, like you say, in terms of staying where they're at and making sure they know where the play is. How do you, especially being first-year head coach, how do you play that part of make sure you're sound and you're where you need to be, but then when you go attack the ball?
Yeah, I think, we had a really good, week of practice. We really focused in Indy drills on doing your job. But once you see it, we are going to close the gap and we're going to be physical at the point of attack. And so, hopefully our guys can come out and execute tonight. But, it was a big challenge this week. We're not used to seeing an option team. And so a little bit different practice mentality this week and making sure we got a good look. But, I think the guys were prepared and obviously hope we come out and play well tonight.
Offensively, Coach, we see obviously the numbers tell the story. It's been a struggle to get points on the board. Last week, you were shut out here on the home field. What has to pop offensively to get this Tigers team going?
Well, I think it's just attention to detail. I think we left some plays out there last week where we were one block away or one catch away from putting some points on the board and having a little bit more success. So, we really spent a lot of time this week on attention to detail, making sure our assignments in the run game were on point. And so just the little things, I think, we're probably closer than what it feels like, but, we got to go out and prove it tonight.
It's week number 6. You're in your first year, and you knew coming in, of course, this team had lost a lot of seniors from last year. How do you feel this team is at the point of your expectations coming in to now getting into these final 3 games before it's tournament time?
Well, I think, we're a young team. Obviously, we've got some seniors that have played a lot of football for us, but, we're still a young team. We're predominantly, freshmen and sophomores, and obviously you'd like to see some growth here. So hopefully we start seeing some growth here as we get into the tail end of the season. Obviously, the schedule hasn't been kind to us. We've got some really tough 2A schools and some really tough 1A schools on the schedule. So it's a little bit trial by fire for these guys, and, hopefully as we get into the tail end of the season, into the playoffs, we kind of find our groove a little bit better than we have the last few weeks.
We were talking before the interview. It was homecoming last week. It's senior night. It's tackle cancer night. There's been a lot rolled in. But at the end, if you can come away with a win tonight, what would that mean for you in this group?
Well, it would be pretty big tonight. This is last game for a lot of these seniors. They put their heart and soul into this program, and for a last victory on their home field, it'd be pretty cool. So obviously a lot of cool things going on tonight, a lot of great people being honored between seniors, tackle cancer. So hopefully we come out and do our job and play to the best of our ability.
Coach, thrilled to be here for this one tonight. Good luck, and we will talk to you afterwards.
Thank you.
Nate Fisher, head coach for Pine River-Backus, join us as we break more on the Station 371 pregame show right after this on Cash 95 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Do something fun.
Get set for Pine River-Backus and Pillager. Saw the toss. Pillager won the coin flip. They deferred to the second half. Pine River-Backus is going to receive the opening kickoff. They'll go left to right. Let's get you through the starting lineup. We might kick off a couple minutes early here tonight. The Pine River-Backus Tigers will be on offense. Their quarterback will be sophomore Andrew Volk. At the running back spots will be senior Chance Abraham. Senior, make that, it's tough for me to actually line it up. Senior Brady Wool, and the fullback is junior Earl Stockman. The tight end is senior Nevada Ehlenfeld. On the line at center is sophomore Carson Crawford. At the guard spots is junior Dalton Myers and junior Eli Abraham. At the tackle spots, senior Austin DeGroat and sophomore Cole Oberfeld. The Pillager defense, since they'll be on the field first, at nose tackle will be senior Danny Helbin. The defensive tackles, senior Caden Zach and senior Connor Towson. The middle linebacker is sophomore Lucas Hoagland. The inside linebackers are Derek Hoagland and TJ Swanberg. The outside backers are Caden Imdeck, a junior, and Justin Anderson, a junior. The D-backs, Kobe Schultz, Drew Hutchinson, and Eli Miller. A break for the national anthem and our opening kick coming up here on Cash 95.9.
First National Bank has been serving the Lakes area since 1902, focused on customers and communities with 10 branches from Walker to Baxter. First National Bank wishes all the area sports teams the best of luck. Find more at fnbnorth.com. Member FDIC.
Pillager School and their beautiful CTC Center presents a musical series like no other, the CTC Concert Series, with outstanding tributes to your favorite band. The CTC Concert Series begins October 28th with Hard Day's Night, a tribute to the Beatles. November 18th brings the Crown Jewel, a tribute to Queen. And that's just the start. There are 7 shows, all coming to the CTC Center in Pillager. Tickets are on sale now. Go to ctccenter.org for more information and get your tickets. Cornshell Bus Service of Pillager has been providing safe transportation of Pillager school students for 3 generations. They wish all the kids and coaches for Pillager activities the best of luck and always support Husky Pride. Want to help out? Cornshell Bus Service is always looking to expand their team, transport Pillager students to and from school, and to school activities and trips. Contact Eric for information on this fun, rewarding job, 218-746-3770. Cornshell Bus Service of Pillager, locally owned and operated.
You've worked hard to build your business. Todd Wright would be proud to protect it with business insurance you deserve. Google Todd Wright Country Financial to get a quote today. Commercial insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Your Brainerd Lakes area specialist for gutters is 5-Star Seamless Gutters of Pillager, specializing in seamless gutters, downspouts, rain barrels, and leaf protection for over 10 years in the Lakes area. 5starseamlessgutters.com. Gutters are what we do.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like the PRB Activities page on Facebook for information on Booster Club events and fundraisers. The Booster Club could use your help with great events and fundraisers, all giving back to the students of Pine River-Backus School. For information, email PRBBoosterClub, the number 1, at gmail.com. Meetings on the first Monday of every month, 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Booster Club and all its members.
And Devin Kruger back with you here on Cash 95.9 and YourLiveEvent.com. The Pillager Huskies donning some pink socks as well tonight for Tackle Catch night. They're in the white jerseys, maroon pants, maroon numbers and letters with the maroon helmets and gold on them. The Pine River-Backus Tigers, black uniforms, black pants, orange numbers and letters trimmed in white with the black helmets. 3-2, Pillager, 1-4, Pine River-Backus, week number 6 in the Mid-Northwest Central. Parker's Prairie unbeaten, ranked number 8 in Class A football, 5-0 in the overall record, 4-0 in district play. Staples Motley second, then Pillager, New York Mills, Breckenridge, Pine River-Backus, Wadena Deer Creek, and Walker Hackensack Akeley. In fact, Breckenridge, PRB, Wadena, and Walker Hackensack Akeley all 1-4 on the season, 1-3 in the district. We are getting set for the First Western First Kick with First Western Bank and Trust. We're not just here for you, we are you, with locations in Baxter, Nisswa, and Cross Lake. Gabe Parrish has it on the tee, and here we go. The low line drive kick is going to be scooped up at the 18 near side, up across the 20, 25, slipping a tackle, losing the ball, but it bounces out of bounds as Brady Mungan. And Pine River-Backus will start with the football going left to right. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the PRB Tigers at their own 30-yard line. Andrew Volk, the quarterback for the Tigers, the sophomore, will bring him up with the wishbone set. Earl Stockman, the fullback, Brady Rule, Chance Abraham, split backs behind him. On 1st and 10, our first play from scrimmage tonight from the 30. Here's the snap, here's the handoff. This is Rule. He gets held up at the line of scrimmage, fights his way for a couple, and then pushed back. Looks like he'll pick up 2. Reaching out, getting a big paw on him was the 6'2 senior nose tackle, Danny Heldman. And it looks like they'll give him 1, give him the 31. It's going to be 2nd and 9, first carry of the game for Rule. Just underway tonight. Of course, tune in every weekday on 3WI AM to the final whistle. As Volk sends a man in motion, they're going to hand it off to Abraham, looking for a lane. Now he's going to stretch it out, going to the left side. Here comes a linebacker, and Lucas Hoagland, the 6'2 sophomore middle linebacker, read that, and Abraham could never find a seam to cut it upfield. He's lucky to pick up another yard. It's 3rd and 8 from the 32-yard line. Tigers tried to stretch that one out to the left side, and Lucas Hoagland read it nicely. You know, because there was some rain that went through, I saw extra attention to Carson Crawford and Andrew Volk on the center snap exchange. Now Volk's back to pass. Quick snap, rolling right, throwing deep near side, wide open, caught. Midfield, turning it up his nose, Nevada Ehlenfeld, and he is out of bounds at the Pillager 37-yard line. But there is a flag all the way back at the Tigers 27, and this one is going to hurt. Coach Nate Fisher talked about it in the pregame that they didn't watch much tape last week, but he did tell me that they saw a few plays where it was one block, a dropped pass, something that just the Tigers just missed on some big plays, and now they have a big connection on 3rd and 8 that's negated by a holding penalty. And instead of a first down in Huskies territory, now it's going to be 3rd down and 18 as they back it up to the 22-yard line. Tough break as Ehlenfeld was wide open on the near side, and Volk put a good ball on him. He was able to turn it upfield, got about a dozen after the catch, and it all goes for naught. Tigers will split a wide out, wide left. Chance Abraham right against Ehlenfeld. Here's Volk, straight drop, looks right. He stops. He's going to throw the same route. This time it's incomplete. They went for the same route, but this time TJ Swanberg had great coverage, and Cohen Kramers from his safety spot read that one well. And the Tigers end up with a 3-and-out due to the holding penalty.
4th down, 18 yards to go for the Tigers.
On 4th and 18, Tyler Day.
Set to kick for the Tigers.
Day, a senior, set to kick. Eli Miller back to receive. And now the Tigers have to run somebody off the field late. And now we're going to have a timeout. Nate Fisher and the coaching staff not going to be real happy about that, as the little confusion on the personnel. And that means before a 4th and 18, the Tigers have to take a timeout with 10:22 to go in the first quarter. Opening drive, a 3-and-out for the Tigers on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. No score with the Tigers ready to punt on Cash 95.9 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Everybody now set for the Tigers. Here's the snap today. Good snap. Tigers get some pressure, and Derek Hoagland just missed the block. Eli Miller catches at the 42. No fair catch. Splits two defenders. Gets twisted around at the 45. And he's brought down there. Just a 3-yard return. Pretty good punt by the senior Tyler Day. Pillager Huskies will have their first drive. No score. 10:13 to go here in the first quarter on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. It's a 0-0. Huskies' first drive from their own 45-yard line. Again, a big holding penalty negated the opening drive for the PRB Tigers. Huskies will come out with one receiver wide to the right in Brayton Kriegel. Christian Hoagie in the pistol set. Two backs in the backfield with him on 1st and 10. Looking to run that option. He hands it off, and the second back through, that is Derek Hoagland. And Hoagland, a carry for 4 yards.
4 yards gain on the play.
Eli Miller wears 28 and Derek Hoagland wears 23. So even with an option offense where it's hard enough to follow it, then they have two numbers pretty close to each other. I do believe that was Hoagland on the carry. 4 yards to the 49, 2nd and 6. Pistol set. Miller is the tailback, so that was Miller on the carry on that opening play. Here's the slow snap and a fake handoff. Hoagie's going to keep it. He breaks the tackle in the backfield. Hoagland with a block across midfield, 45 to the near sideline, and he's brought down by Chance Abraham. It'll be a first down run, a Pizza Ranch first down for the Pillager Huskies. Nate Fisher talked about this stud quarterback in Christian Hoagie. You have to be very smart, and sometimes you wait until the last possible moment before you either hand the ball off or keep it yourself. This time, Hoagie kept it himself, and he is in at Tigers territory to the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 10. First down and 10 for the Huskies. No score, just underway here tonight in Pine River. Hoagie with a single back behind him now on 1st and 10. Two receivers to the right. Here's the snap. Here's that option. He fakes the pitch to Hoagland, and he's going to be wrapped up. It'll be a short gain. Well, now that big 6'5" frame might give him another yard or two, as he actually kind of landed on the back of Andrew Volk. They will give him 4 inside the 40 to the 37. It's 2nd and 6.
5 yards gain on the play brings up 2nd and 5.
Pillager going right to left as we see it here. Great spot in the press box. Got a little shot of rain about a half hour before game time. From the Pine River-Backus 37. 2nd and 6. 3 down linemen for the Tigers. Hoagie surveying. He's got Derek Hoagland behind him. Takes a snap. He's looking to pass. He looks right. He's going to throw deep. He's looking down the sideline, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Eli Miller, and that one overshot a little bit. Coverage by Owen Dable. And that'll bring up a third down for Pillager on their opening drive. Drive started at the Huskies' 45-yard line. Clock at 8:40. Pillager looking for their fourth win in a row. And they pretty much owned the series from 2011 to 2016. These two teams met 8 times. The Huskies won 7 of them. Pine River-Backus' lone win was in 2014. Pillager goes back to 2 backs in the backfield. Miller to the left, Hoagland behind Hoagie. In the pistol set, the snap. Here's the fake handoff. Hoagie with room on the left side. Now cuts up the middle. He's going to spin at the 30, and he's going to pick up a Pizza Ranch first down for the Huskies inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 8. Again, he faked that handoff to Hoagland. And it was a good push. The interior line for the Pillager Huskies. Caden Imdick at center. Connor Tollefson and Jack Nagel, the guards, had a good push downfield. Cleared some room for Hoagie's first down. No score. Huskies driving. 1st and 10 from the Tigers' 29. Hoagie takes the snap. Here's the handoff right up the middle. Derek Hoagland, nothing there. George Stockman, the sophomore nose guard, plugged that one and did a nice job. Got off his block and made the stop. They're actually going to give Hoagland a yard. I'm very surprised at that. 2nd and 9 from the Tigers' 28-yard line. That one was very well played by the interior D-line. Logan Tominski, George Stockman, Caleb Schamp, Austin DeGroat, the interior lineman. On 2nd down and 9, Hoagie in that pistol set, 2 backs with him. Brayden Kriegel wide left. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. This is right up the gut. This is to Hoagland. Hoagland spins off a tackle at the 25, and Derek Hoagland breaks a tackle and turns it into a first down run. Tigers had him for about a 2-yard gain, and he was able to bust his way out of it. He's down to the 18. That is 10 yards for the junior Derek Hoagland, and another Pizza Ranch first down for the Pillager Huskies. Huskies opening drive, 7:15 and rolling here, quarter number 1. We have no score. Tigers went 3 and out on their first drive. Hoagie in the pistol set. He's got Cohen Kramers to the left. Here's the handoff. This is up the middle again. It's Hoagland. This time Chance Abraham wrestles him down. After a pickup of 3 to the 15, it'll be 2nd and 7. Not a huge crowd here tonight. Of course, it's kind of cool, windy. Part of it is that Pine River-Backus' volleyball team is down in Burnsville for a tournament this weekend, day 1 today. Huskies huddling up, taking their time. 2nd down and 7. Ball at the Pine River-Backus 15. 2 receivers wide to the right. Hoagland single back behind Hoagie in the pistol set. Tight ends on both sides. Here's the snap. Hoagie keeping it himself on the right side, and he's going to pick up 4, maybe 5. A couple of Pillager linemen were all the way down to the end zone trying to get to that 2nd and 3rd levels. They'll put Hoagie down at the 11. He picks up 4. He's already got 26 yards on 4 carries. From the 11-yard line, 3rd down and 3 for Pillager. We are already over halfway through this opening quarter. Don't forget to stick around following the game for the post-game recap. Notes, numbers, and awards all will happen at the conclusion of the game. Kramers wide left. Hoagie in the pistol set. Miller to his left. Hoagland behind him. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. This is Derek Hoagland. Not much. He's going to fight his way inside the 10. Close to a first down. Ehlenfeld, George Stockman, Andrew Volk all in on the stop. I think he's going to be shy of the stick. They're looking down. They will say 4th down. He needed 3. He got 2. The Huskies certainly going to go for it here. Opening drive. Drive started at their own 45-yard line. See if the Tigers could come up with a monstrous stop here. 4th and 1 at the Pine River-Backus 9. Hoagie's going to come under center. He's got 2 backs behind him in the Hoagland brothers. He's got Lucas at the fullback. Here's the snap. Hoagie to the right, whole sorts of room. He's inside the 5. He's twisting, he's turning, and he is in. Touchdown, Pillager. On 4th and 1, Hoagie took the snap, took a step to his right. The Tigers all crashed the A-gap, thinking it was right up the middle, which is not a bad ploy, except the linebackers and everybody came. Hoagie steps to his right, gets hit at about the 3-yard line, and twists his way in for a 9-yard touchdown run. Pillager is up 6-0. Opening drive score. I don't have any stats for either of these two clubs. Well, that was a well-designed play as the Tigers got caught all crashing the middle on 4th and 1, and good job on the right side of that line. Danny Hellman, Earl Brown over there as well. Now going for 2. Here's the handoff. This is Derek Hoagland, and the Tigers stack this one up shy of the stripe. 2-point conversion fails, but Pillager scores on their opening drive. 55 yards, a 9-yard touchdown run by Christian Hoagie. And with 4:38 to go in the first quarter on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard, it's Pillager 6, Pine River-Backus nothing. The Huskies kick off after this on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
11-play drive, 55 yards, 9-yard touchdown run by Christian Hoagie, the 200-pound junior. And it's 6-0 in favor of the Pillager Huskies. Junior Gabe Parrish will tee it up right in the middle of the field. Set to kick off. Pine River-Backus connected on a big pass play on a 3rd down on their opening drive, but it was negated by a holding penalty, and they punted. Now we'll see if the Tigers can respond. Coach Fisher in the pregame talked about good focus this week, tried to flush away last week's game, but the Tigers again find themselves down early. Here's a line drive kick. It's going to be Ehlenfeld at the 24, straight ahead 25, puts the head down at the 30, gets stacked up, and he's going to be brought down. Tries to reach out. The ball came loose, but the officials are quickly coming in and saying that Ehlenfeld was down, and I believe that to be the right call as they're going to mark him down at the 36-yard line. Second possession here for the Tigers, now down 6-0. Football fans, after the game tonight, stick around on Cash 95.9 as we bring you after the game the Minnesota High School Football Recap show with statewide scores. Starts at 10 o'clock here on Cash 95.9. They're going to mark this the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for Pine River-Backus. Going left to right, Wishbone, Volk, pitch, right side. Chance Abraham has some room. He's up and he's cut down as he lunges across the 40. Lucas Hoagland, the guy that tripped him up, but he's going to pick up 4 to the 41. Second carry for Chance Abraham. 2nd down and 6 for the PRB Tigers. Nate Fisher sends in a wide out. You know, you get some of these coaches and some of these teams, the quarterback runs to the sideline to get the play. This is what I remember my high school team doing, is they would rotate receivers, and the receivers brought the play in. On 2nd down, handoff Brady Rule, left side. Nice jump cut, gets inside across the 45, and he's close to a 1st down for Pine River-Backus. Good hole on the right side. Good jump cut there by Brady Rule. Caden Zach brought him down. They're looking at this one, and we're going to have a measurement. Our measurements in high school football are brought to you by Stonemark Land Surveying. Contact Stonemark Land Surveying of Pequot Lakes for your property boundary measurement needs. Visit stonemarksurvey.com, where every foot counts. It was 2nd down and 6. Our coverage of PRB tonight on radio also brought to you by Plumbing Etc. and Trustworthy Components of Pine River. They'll set the chains down, they'll stretch it out, and it looks by the very, very nose of the football, it is a 1st down at the 47-yard line. Rule picks up 6 and moves the chains for Pine River-Backus. 3:38 to go, opening quarter. It has gone quick with these two run-oriented teams. Pillager leads at 6-0 on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. Tigers come out. Brady Mongan split wide to the right. Wishbone formation behind Volk. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. On the right side, big hole across midfield. Chance Abraham dragging a Husky tackler. Holding on for dear life was Caden Zach. And a good burst again for this Tigers offense as Chance Abraham into Husky territory. And it's a gain of 5 to the 48 of Pillager. 2nd down and 5 for Pine River-Backus. And Coach Fisher will take these 4- and 5-yard gains all night long if he can get them. I formation now behind Volk. One receiver right. Volk turns, handoff. Brady Rule left side. He's got room again inside the 45. And again, he is hit pretty much right at the first down stick. Cohen Kramers, Eli Miller, Connor Tollefson, all part of that. And they're going to check this one again down the line. That's back-to-back runs by Brady Rule where he was pretty much stood up right at the stick. And this time they're not going to bring the chain out. They're going to award it a first down. Back-to-back first downs for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Tigers 1-4 on the year. Pillager 3-2. Tigers looking to answer a Husky score. 2:25 to go, first quarter. 6-0 Pillager. 1st and 10. Wishbone pitch near side. It's Rule and Chance Abraham on the carry, and another good first down gain. This Pine River-Backus offensive line getting a nice push, and it's going to be a pickup of 5. Well, make it 4. Well, I'll call it 5 from the 43 to the 38-yard line. Ball kind of in between the 38 and 39. We'll call it 5, and the last 5 runs for the PRB Tigers have all netted at least 4 yards. It is 2nd and 5 from the Husky 38. Tigers left to right, Brady Rule. Left side, Huskies this time close the gap much quicker. Not a lot of room on that left side. Justin Anderson, the first guy there to help plug the hole. Only a gain of 1 to the 47. Now looks like they'll give him the 36. Pickup of 2 for Rule. And they're just kind of going back and forth. Abraham Rule. 3rd down and a long 3 for the Tigers from the Wishbone. They've been snapping it pretty quick, and Volk's back to pass. He looks left. Now he's going to throw deep down the middle, and it is incomplete. Fell just short of Brody Mongan as he was open on a post route inside the Pillager 20-yard line. There is a flag down, and we're going to have, well, the signal was intentional grounding. I'm pretty sure he meant to say roughing the passer. And it is going to be a first down, so I didn't see the flag. The refs and the Tigers were all huddled right where the flag had been dropped. So after the Tigers' first drive was at least stalled by a penalty, this one gets extended by a penalty. A roughing the passer penalty on Pillager moves the ball 15 yards. It'll be 1st and 10, Pine River-Backus from the Pillager 22-yard line. Tigers going left to right. Down to 1:06 to go in the first quarter. Pillager leads 6-0. From the Wishbone, Volk, handoff, third back through. This is Chance Abraham. Cuts back up the middle, breaks a couple tackles. He spins, he's free. 10, 5, touchdown, Pine River-Backus. Chance Abraham with some tough running. He broke a couple of tackles, and the Tigers have tied it up at 6 with just under a minute to go here in the first quarter. 22 yards for the senior on senior night to tie the game. Now the Tigers will send out Tyler Day for the point after kick. Chance Abraham will hold. Dalton Myers is the snapper. What an answer by this Tigers team. The snap, the spot. Tyler Day's kick is up, but he pushed it left. A couple of Tigers coaches were putting the arms up, but the officials are right under the goalposts, and that's why they stand where they stand. So the point after fails, and we are tied On the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard, it is 6-6. 53 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Tigers kick off after this on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
From the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter Cash 95.9 studios and on yourliveevent.com, Devin Kruger with you. What an answer. I'll tell you what, that was back-to-back drives for these two teams that the offensive lines were very impressive. Creating holes, getting a push downfield. The backs hitting the holes hard. Chance Abraham breaking and spinning out of a couple of would-be tacklers on his way to a 22-yard score. That was a 7-play drive. Make that an 8-play drive for the PRB Tigers. And we are knotted up at 6 late in the first quarter. An energized Tigers sideline as Tyler Day kicks it off. It's going to be from the 22-yard line. It's DJ Reynolds to the 30, and Reynolds spun down. Just getting ahead of steam and then got wrapped up quick by Eli Abraham. And now we'll see if Pillager has the answer. 1st and 10, Pillager Huskies. They'll put this one down at their own 34-yard line.
On the 33-yard line.
Call it the 33. Huskies' first drive started at their own 45, drove down and scored. Let's say the 34-yard line to start. Hoagie in the pistol set, 2 backs in the backfield. Brayton Kriegel wide right. Hoagie, the snap. Here's the handoff. This one straight ahead up on the right side off tackle by Eli Miller. And Miller plows himself across the 35 to the 37. He'll pick up 3, 2nd and 7. Well, both teams sticking to the ground game that they know, and a pretty dang quick first quarter, under 30 seconds. Pillager will have to snap it one more time before the quarter's end. I wouldn't mind seeing these two offenses operate like this the rest of the night. It would make for an awfully fun game. Huskies have 2 receivers to the left as the clock hits 10. Single back to the backfield. Hoagie takes the snap, drops it. Now it's on the ground, and Hoagie has to jump on it. And he did just in time as Earl Stockman was coming quick, and Hoagie dropped it not once but twice. And the broken play ends up in a loss back to the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long for the Huskies when we come back. Quarter number 2 is coming up on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. After 1, it's Pillager 6, Pine River-Backus 6, and we're back with more high school football right after this on Cash 95.9, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
As we bring you back, the first play of the second quarter was run. They did a quick break in between quarters, and on 3rd down and long from the 30-yard line, Christian Hoagie found Justin Anderson. Anderson, the 6'3", 205-pound junior tight end. He found him open, and they set up a little tight end screen to the near side, and it's a Pizza Ranch first down for the Huskies as he is up to the 45-yard line, a 15-yard pickup. That's the first completion we've seen tonight, and it moves the chains for Pillager. 6-6, 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's the option. He pitches behind Derek Hoagland. The ball was loose. Hoagland picks it up. He's going to be brought down back at the 41-yard line. Hoagie's decision on the pitch, but it was behind Hoagland. Had to try to catch it up by his right shoulder and dropped it. Luckily for the Huskies, Hoagland was able to corral it, but it's a loss of 3. Loss of 3 to the 42-yard line. So now it's 2nd and 13 for the Huskies, going left to right. Here in quarter number 2, tie game after 1. Hoagie in the pistol set, receivers either side, hard snap count, some flinching, but nobody crossed. Good job by the Tigers, and now a low snap again, and Hoagie's going to get hit in the backfield. Earl Stockman with the stop, as this will be credited against the team as the snap was low, and Pillager having some trouble now after they connected on that big 3rd down pass. They have gone backwards. They are back to the 38-yard line, a loss of 4. The Huskies have to get just inside the Pine River-Backus 45 to move the chains. It is 3rd down and 18 for the Pillager Huskies. Receivers left and right. Hoagie in the pistol set. He'll take the snap. He fakes the handoff. He throws down the middle. Caught Anderson in Tigers territory, and he is brought down about right at the 1st down marker. It'll depend on the spot, but I think they might give him the chain. Great pass by Hoagie, right on target to Justin Anderson. Brought down by Brady Rule, and they are going to signal. Well, I think they're going to. I think they did signal 1st down. Where's the white hat? Yes, it is. The ball needed to get just inside the 45. They did. From the 38 of their own to the 45 of Pine River-Backus. They needed 18, and they got 18. Pizza Ranch 1st down for Pillager. Both completions to Justin Anderson. 1st and 10 at the PRB 45-yard line. Pillager going left to right. Hoagie in the pistol set, 2 backs in the backfield. Here's the fake handoff. Hoagie keeps himself coming right side. He is inside the 40, spins out of a tackle, and then that big 6'5" frame, he just backpedaled and fell forward and turned a 5-yard gain into a 9-yard gain. It is 2nd down and 1. That was some impressive running by the 6'5" junior Christian Hoagie. 2nd down and 1 for Pillager. On 2nd and 1, Hoagie's in the pistol. Receivers left and right. Here's the snap. He pitches it to the near side. Miller with room. 35, 30, breaks through. 25, cuts inside a block at the numbers. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Pillager. That is an answer for the Huskies. And we have had 3 straight scoring drives as Pillager takes a 12-6 lead with 8:30 to go in the 2nd quarter. 36 yards for the senior Eli Miller. Pillager scores. Tigers answer. Pillager with their own response.
Huskies to try the 2-point conversion.
Huskies will try for 2. Hoagie in the pistol set. Miller behind him. Here's the snap. They hand it off Hoagland up the middle. Hoagland dives across the line, and this time the conversion is good. New score on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. 8:30 to go in the 2nd quarter. Pillager 14, Pine River-Backus 6. And the Huskies will kick it back to the Tigers when we come back. This is high school football on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
A 6-play drive for the Pillager Huskies. 2 big pass connections between Christian Hoagie to Justin Anderson. Eli Miller from 36 yards out gives Pillager a 14-6 lead. Well, let's see if the Tigers now could make it 4 in a row. After the Tigers 3 and out to start, 3 straight scoring drives. We have 2 other updates. Pequot Lakes on top of Mora, 14-0 after the first. Barnum on top of Mille Lacs, 6-0. Here's a spinning, bouncing kick heading towards the far sideline, and that's going to be picked up right next to the sideline. Tigers were thinking that might go out of bounds, but it's kept spinning in, and finally Brady Mungan had to just jump on it. As I don't know if that was intentional, but Gabe Parrish just spun that one on the ground, and, well, with some earlier rain, might have taken a couple of worms with it. And Brady Mungan had to smother it at the 23-yard line, so that's where Pine River-Backus will start. 8:30 to go, second quarter on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. Pillager leads 14-6. Tigers going right to left here in quarter number 2 from the 23-yard line. Under center is Andrew Volk. He'll turn, he'll hand it off first, back through Earl Stockman. First carry, but not much there. Stockman trying to just stomp those feet and get some traction. Able to push the pile a little bit. And on Stockman's first carry, no gain, 2nd and 10. Next week, the Huskies right here on Cash 95.9 hosting Parker's Prairie, who is at Staples Motley tonight. Pine River-Backus, a short trip up to Walker. On 2nd and 10, Wishbone again. Here's the pitch, left side. This is Brady Rule. Rule looking for room. This time the Huskies have it bottled up. Not much room. Kobe Schultz did a nice job coming in. He had the edge sealed along with Caden Imdek. A gain of 2. Make that, well, yeah, gain of 2 to the 25. 3rd and a long 8.
2-yard gain on the play. 3rd down and 8 for the Tigers.
3rd and a long 8 for Pine River-Backus. So far, Andrew Volk 0 for 2 passing. We've only seen 5 pass attempts combined here through the first almost quarter and a half. Wishbone formation again for PRB. 1 receiver wide left. Volk back to pass. He's under pressure. He's going to get sacked. Derek Hoagland, the ball came loose. The ball came loose. They didn't hear a whistle. Are they going to say Pillager ball? They are. Derek Hoagland came flying in from his linebacker spot, almost untouched. Andrew Volk was in a world of hurt. The ball came popping out, and the Pillager Huskies bounced on it. I think it was Earl Brown that recovered it, and Pillager turns over the Tigers and has it 1st and 10 at the Pine River-Backus 11-yard line. It's a loss of 13 on the sack fumble. And now Pillager with a 14-6 lead in prime position to extend. 14-6 Huskies. They have it 1st and 10 at the Tigers 11. Hoagie in the pistol. Turn. And this is a fake handoff to Miller. Hoagie hurdles the defender. He's inside the 5. He twists. He turns. He falls, and he is going to be in. Touchdown, Pillager. One play, and the 6'5 quarterback does it himself. A big gaping hole on the left side, and again with that 6'5" frame, he was able to reach over the end zone line. And it's a 9-yard touchdown, 11-yard touchdown run for Pillager, and they quickly extend the lead to 20-6. Hoagie's 2nd touchdown run of the night. Huskies will go for 2. 2 backs, everybody in tight. Here's a snap, here's a handoff again. Hoagland up the middle, and he walks in again. A good trap play by the Huskies as back-to-back 2-point conversions have been successful. New score on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard as the Huskies take advantage of the field position after the lost fumble by the Tigers. Pillager leads at 22-6, just under 7 to play in the second quarter. Huskies kick off after this on yourliveevent.com, Catch 95.9, and rjbroadcasting.com.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Save on gas, too, earning 10 cents of savings on gas for every $100 spent on groceries. For quality service and freshness, shop Pequot Lake Super Value. Good luck, area teams.
On the sack fumble by Derek Hoagland, Andrew Volk was wrapped up. They were kind of twisting around. I thought they might blow the play dead. They didn't. The ball popped out. The Huskies get the recovery, and one play later, they're up 22-6. Gabe Parrish to kick off for Pillager. Checks the line, and here's the kick. It's another low line drive. Picked up Ehlenfeld, 28-yard line near side, trying to work his way to the middle, and he slips down, trying to cut up. The Tigers trying to set up that middle wedge blocking scheme, and as Ehlenfeld tried to cut up field, he slipped. He's down at the 35-yard line. So I think it's one of those situations, not necessarily that Pine River-Backus has to score, but you don't want to get into a bigger hole against this Huskies team. Coach Fisher talked about them running the option and running it, quote, dang well. Christian Hoagie with 2 touchdown runs. Eli Miller with a long touchdown run. Tigers got a big run from Chance Abraham to get him on the board, tied the game at 6. Now a chance for the Tigers to try to answer again. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff left side with a push. A flag flies as Chance Abraham breaks tackles at the 40, up across the 45, and a huge run by the senior Chance Abraham, but it's going to come back. That's the second time a big play for the Tigers offense is going to be negated, and a very impressive run by Chance Abraham. But it's going to be pulled back on a holding penalty against the Tigers. Second penalty against Pine River-Backus tonight. Both of them have been offensive holdings. Only the third flag we have seen tonight. Well, they'll back the Tigers up to the 25-yard line. 1st and 20. Tigers going right to left here in the second quarter. Doesn't seem quite as windy as earlier today, but still breezy. The wind kind of blowing across the field from our side, the press box side, over to the Huskies side. Pillager making a late substitution. Josh Freelove sprinting off the field as they brought in Connor Tollison. It's first down and long. Andrew Volk the snap. Here comes the blitz. They hand it off left side. Not much room. Huskies bottle this one up. Well, that was a dangerous blitz for Pillager. If they didn't get home and the D-line weren't in the spots they had, that one could have busted loose. They handed it to Brady Rule. It's stuck for no gain. Danny Heldman in on that stop along with Lucas Hoagland. Caden Imdeck. Rule 16 yards on 6 carries. Part of that senior duo in the backfield mainly for PRB. In the wishbone set, Stockman the fullback. 2nd and 20. Volkman to pass. He looks. He's hit it. He throws. It's down the middle. It is bobbled and caught. Ehlenfeld across the 40. 45 breaks the tackle. Far sideline. And Nevada Ehlenfeld loose. 30, 20. He steps out of a tackle at the 15. And it's a touchdown. Pine River-Backus. Nate Fisher said they were a catch, a block, so close to big touchdowns last week. They've got their second tonight as Andrew Volk finds Nevada Ehlenfeld, and Ehlenfeld steps out of 3 Pillager tackles for a touchdown on 2nd and 20. That one 75 yards, and it is 22-12. Man, this one is turning out to be fun. 75-yard touchdown run, or touchdown pass. And now the 2-point conversion. Tyler Day missed his first kick tonight, wide left. Didn't miss it by much. It's 22-12. Tigers in the wishbone. Going to try to cut it to 8. Volk, the fade route, looking left side for Day, and a flag comes down. Day was jostling with Kobe Schultz, and the flag flew, and I think PRB is going to get another chance at this one. And it is going to be pass interference on Pillager. That'll be their second penalty. This one will only be for a yard, basically a yard and a half. So half the distance to the goal. Pine River-Backus gets another crack at the 2-point conversion. Nevada Ehlenfeld, a bobbled catch, and then stepping out of tackle after tackle. Here's the pitch. Chance Abraham looking right, cuts. He is in. 2-point conversion is good. It's an 8-point game. Some fist pumps from head coach Nate Fisher, an inspired PRB squad. After the fumble on the last drive, they answer with a big touchdown with 5:54 to go in the second quarter on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. It's 22-14 Pillager as the Tigers kick off after this on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Got another score update. The stump game, Crosby, Ironton, and Aiken on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com. That one tied at 6 after the first quarter. We were tied at 6, and the scoring fest continues here. 22-14, Pillager leads, 5:54 to go in the second quarter. And Pine River-Backus, an exceptional catch and run for Nevada Ehlenfeld. 75 yards, a 3-play drive. And here is a onside kick, a spinner. It's rolling, it's loose on the far side. And do the Tigers have it? Looking for the signal, they do! The Tigers recover the onside kick, and this one's getting more and more wild. Owen Dable recovered the onside kick, just a spinning football that got the 10 yards and spun away and off of a Husky. And Pine River-Backus recovers the onside kick to grab an extra possession. This one's getting wild, folks. 22-14, Pillager by 8. And off the onside kick, Pine River-Backus will start this drive at the Pillager 44-yard line. Brody Mungan is wide right. Wishbone formation, Volk under center. On 1st and 10, here's the snap. Here's the handoff, nothing there. Derek Hoagland blitzed and was in the backfield, nearly could take the handoff himself. Connor Tollison was in quickly as well. Tigers didn't lose much. That could have been much worse for Pine River-Backus. It's a loss of 1 to the 45, 2nd and 11. And Pillager playing a little bit angry, I think, after allowing the big touchdown. And then, of course, after that, after allowing the 75-yard score, Volkman under center. Here's the snap, here's the pitch back, and Abraham's going to throw it. He's throwing deep down the middle. He's looking for Ehlenfeld, and it is, I think it's intercepted. They both came down with it. The signal, Pillager interception. It was up for grabs. Abraham threw it. Chance Abraham versus Kobe Schultz, and the senior defensive back Schultz, I thought he had possession as they went to the ground. The officials ruled the same, but it was tough. I didn't want to commit to it before they made the ruling. Kobe Schultz ends up with the interception. And Pine River-Backus, Chance Abraham, a interception, second turnover after the onside kick was recovered. I mean, truthfully, Pine River-Backus was playing with a little bit of house money there, and now we're going to have a timeout. So Kobe Schultz with the interception. I love the play call, and it looked like Ehlenfeld was open. The pass just floated a little bit and allowed Schultz to grab it. if they would have come down with simultaneous possession, it would have been Pine River-Backus football, but I thought it looked like Schultz's hands were on the ball and he had possession, and then Ehlenfeld was trying to get possession with him. I think that was a good job by the officials. I think that was the right call, and Pillager will have it 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Pillager takes the timeout, of course, just kind of keeping it here to recap that wild sequence. After the Tigers scored to make it 22-14, an onside kick recovered by Pine River-Backus. Coach Fisher digs into the bag of tricks, but it backfires a little bit. Second turnover committed by the Tigers. So Pillager leads on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard 22-14, and they have it 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Huskies go left to right. If you have a project calling for concrete, contact the pros at Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction. Contact them now for your 2024 projects, 218-639-2374. So Pillager football, Christian Hoagie. He's got Eli Miller behind him. He's got receivers left and right. On 1st down and 10, takes a snap. Looking left, hands off Miller. Busts through the initial surge, gets across the 20, still pumping the legs, and he falls ahead to the 24-yard line. A good gain and very close, if not enough, for a 1st down. And they're going to say 2nd down. He's just shy. So 9 yards for Eli Miller. He's got a touchdown tonight. Pillager in the hurry up. Here's the snap. Hoagie on the option. Pitches Miller. Near side numbers 25-30. Busts through a couple defenders to the 35. And a Pizza Ranch 1st down run for Eli Miller. And again, I think these Huskies are coming off with a little extra fire after Pine River-Backus got that touchdown and got him with the onside kick to the 38-yard line. That's a pickup of 15 for Miller. He's now up to 67 yards. And a Pizza Ranch 1st down. Huskies went hurry up. Now they're back to the huddle. Devin Kruger with you. 4:25 to go, 2nd quarter. It was 6-6 after 1. Hoagie in the pistol set. 2 receivers to the left side. Single backfield. The snap through Hoagie's hands. It's loose, and the Tigers have it. It was a bit of a hot snap, and it went right through Hoagie's hands. And an easy recovery by Earl Stockman as the Huskies have turned it over, and the Tigers will start at the Husky 30-yard line. That was a pretty hot snap, and Hoagie just didn't close the hands fast enough. So now Pine River-Backus for the 2nd time in a row. They start in Pillager territory. 22-14 Huskies. Here's Volk. Handoff. Brady Rule, left side, nothing there. Absolutely nothing. Pillager had the offensive line stood up. Getting off the bottom of the pile was Connor Tollison. No gain for Brady Rule.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. (22-14) Pillager here late 2nd quarter. Pillager will get the ball to start the 2nd half. Volk with an I formation. He's back to pass. He looks down the middle. He's going to throw, and this one is intercepted. Throw it right at the 15-yard line. Eli Miller, far side hash marks up across the 20-25 and brought down near the 30-yard line. That's the 3rd turnover as Eli Miller sat on that route. Volk eyed the receiver down the seam, and not sure if he didn't notice Miller standing, whatever there was. He threw that one right to Eli Miller. The receiver was close, but Miller gets the pick. And Pine River-Backus turns it over. 3:19 to go, 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 for the Huskies.
And Pillager will start. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining here in the 1st half. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Pillager going left to right. Hoagie in the pistol set, 2 receivers to the right. On 1st and 10, takes the snap. Here's the fake handoff on the option. Hoagie keeps it. He's up across the 30, 35 to the 40. 1st down run, a Pizza Ranch 1st down for the Huskies as Hoagie got to the 2nd and 3rd level. He was eventually brought down by Logan Tomensky. They put it at the 41-yard line. That's a pickup of 13. First down for Pillager. Hoagie, again, keeping it himself. This time he's wrapped up quicker. George Stockman got him first. Looks like they'll give him 2 to the 43. 63 yards on 10 carries, 2 touchdowns. Under 3 to play, second quarter. 22-14 Pillager on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. Huskies will send Cohen Creamers to the near side, Eli Miller to the far side as wide receivers. Hoagie 2 for 3 passing, both to Justin Anderson. On second down, here's that option again. He pitches another high one on the back shoulder of Hoagland. This time he corrals it cleanly, but does not get much, just a yard. Good pursuit on the far side for Pine River-Backus. Eli Abraham on the stop. Third down coming for Pillager from the 44-yard line. It's third down and 7.
Third down and 7 for the Huskies.
Hoagland has had the tough sledding tonight. 6 carries, 14 yards. Hoagie brings him up to the line. Clock at 1:50. Pillager in no hurry. On third down and 7, the snap. Hoagie hands it off straight ahead. Derek Hoagland, he's going to push the pile. He's going to be brought down right at the midfield stripe. He needed 7. He got 6. He's a yard shy. Neither team taking a timeout here. Decision time for Pillager. Do you want Pine River-Backus to? And now there is going to be a timeout taken by Pillager. I think both coaches were waiting to see if the other one would take time. So with 1:24 to go, 4th and 1 right at midfield, the Pillager timeout kind of tells me they might be going for this. So let's break and find out on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. 22-14 Huskies, 4th and 1 when we come back on Cash 95.9.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Devin Kruger back with you on WWWIFM, Pillager, Brainerd, Baxter. Cash 95.9 from the Cub Foods, Brainerd, and Baxter Studios. Huskies going for it, 4th and 1 at midfield. Last time they did this, Hoagie went for 6. Hoagie, handoff, right side. Breaking it out is Derek Hoagland. He stiff arms at the 50. First down, running more. 45 to the 40, and he does not get out of bounds. They'll stop the clock. They'll start it when the sticks are set. Needed 1, and Derek Hoagland picks up 5. It's a Pizza Ranch first down for the Pillager Huskies. 1:15 to go. The Huskies convert a big 4th down. Here's Hoagie. Here's the snap. Handoff right side and busted through again. Derek Hoagland puts the shoulders down. He's inside the 35, down to the 33. Huskies going to try to hurry up here. Under a minute to go. And we're going to have a stoppage as one of the Tigers is slow to get up. George Stockman, the sophomore nose guard, slow to get up. So the Huskies will be afforded a timeout here. More importantly, we hope that George is all right. We've got an injury timeout. 52, just under 53 seconds left here in our opening half. This has been a good one. Tackle Cancer Night here in Pine River. And on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard, it is Pillager 22, Pine River-Backus 14. We'll take a quick timeout and be back on Cash 95.9 and YourLiveEvent.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Do something. 53 seconds to go. Second down and 3. Hoagie under center. He fakes the handoff. He throws Anderson a little bobble, but a catch inside the 25, and now stacked up and driven backwards. They'll mark him at the 22. That's 3 completions for Hoagie, all of them to the big junior tight end, Justin Anderson. Pizza Ranch first down. Huskies in the hurry up. Clock winding, 40 seconds. Huskies have 1 timeout left. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line of Pine River-Backus. Hoagie has Brayton Kriegel wide to the right. Huskies not in a real big hurry. Hoagie under center, the snap. Fakes the handoff. He's looking for Kriegel on the right side. Kriegel got by the defender, but the pass just a hair overthrown, incomplete. Relying on the speed of the 5'6" senior Kriegel, and sure enough, he got a step on the defender, Owen Dable, but that pass just a little bit too long, landed right at the goal line. Clock stopped at 20.7 seconds. 22-14 Pillager. It is 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Hoagie in the pistol. Here's the snap. He's looking left, throws left. It is caught far sideline. Eli Miller with a stiff arm, and he jumps out of bounds. Looks like he got first down yardage. Oh, maybe they're going to mark him just short. That's all the way on the other side of the field. They're going to mark him shy of the first down. He picked up 9 to the 13. Just a quick hitter. First catch tonight by Miller. 15 seconds to go in this first half. Pillager 1 timeout they're hanging on to. It is 3rd and 1 at the Pine River-Backus 13. Hoagie in the pistol set, receivers left and right. Hoagland's behind him. On 3rd down, he fakes the handoff. He goes left side, big hole, left side 10. Hoagie splits a tackle to 5, dives for the pylon, and touchdown, Pillager. 3rd of the night for Christian Hoagie. Faked the handoff to Derek Hoagland as he went to the far side of the field. For the folks that aren't watching the video stream, he had nobody in front of him. The Tigers tried to converge quickly, and again, Hoagie hit at about the 3-yard line, able to stretch and dive with that 6'5" frame, and Hoagie is in for the score from 13 yards out, his 3rd of the night. It is 28-14, and Pillager scores with under 10 seconds to go in the half. They'll go for 2. Hoagie in the pistol set. He'll fake the handoff to Hoagland this time. He will walk in untouched. 2-point conversion, good. That option offense that Coach Fisher was kind of dreading going up against has come alive in some key moments for the Pillager Huskies. We'll keep it here since we're so close to half. 7.8 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And the Pillager Huskies on top on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard, 30-14. That drive started at their own 28, a 72-yard drive. Looks like a 12-play drive I have. 12-play drive for the Huskies. And what a score. And Huskies have that opportunity that, you know, in football at any level, that coveted 2 for 1 basically. Pillager scores with under 10 seconds to go in the first half, and they get the ball to start the second half. Pine River-Backus committed 3 first-half turnovers. They also recovered an onside kick. We were tied at 6 after the first quarter. It's been a pretty wild second frame. Thankfully for the fans and for a lot of the players, it has stayed dry so far tonight. Pretty wild first half we've had here with this renewed rivalry with the Huskies and the Tigers. Gabe Parrish will kick. He's just going to bounce it. It's spinning. It's heading towards the sideline inside the 25, and it's going to bounce out of bounds. The flag will fly. Pine River-Backus does have 2 timeouts remaining, but only 7.8 on the clock. So the kick out of bounds, and Pine River-Backus. You know, this is interesting because if I'm the Tigers, I'd almost make the Huskies re-kick this because you have so little to work with 7.8 seconds. You might as well move them back to 5 yards and try to set up a return because, of course, you never know, and you could break one, and that's exactly what the Tigers will do. So they'll push the kickoff to the 35-yard line. Parrish will have to try it again. The last few kickoffs have just been low liners and spinners off the dirt. They've all trended towards that far sideline. Twice the Tigers have had to get on the ball before it goes out of bounds. This last one does go out of bounds. Well, let's see what Parrish does on this one. Again, only 7.8 seconds remain before halftime. Parrish sets the lines. And now the kick in this one's going to go right down the middle. It's going to be scooped up by Ehlenfeld. He's at the 30, near side to the 40, jumps over a Husky, and then lands at the 45-yard line with 3.3 seconds to go. So time for one play for Pine River-Backus. They did try a halfback pass that was intercepted in kind of a 50-50 ball from the 45-yard line. Well, let's see what Coach Fisher elects to do. Andrew Volk will bring them up. They've got a wishbone formation. And now the Tigers had a guy. They're going to have to whistle this one, and the Tigers are going to call timeout. They actually were running a 12th man off the field, so instead of the penalty backing them up 5 yards, the Tigers will take a timeout with 3.3. So whatever play they did have set up, they're going to have to reconvene and try it again. Halftime report coming up next, where we'll recap the first half. We'll go through the area scores that we can find. Give you the first half stats as well. Coach Fisher talking it over with his club. They stayed with the three-back backfield. Pillager taking all of their allotted time, and I'm sure Coach Clark saying, nobody behind you. Watch out for the tricks. Don't fall for anything. Everybody just kind of stay put. This is one of those where I'm sure you're playing it safe, and sure enough, the Huskies have a big umbrella-style defense. They've got Eli Miller and Grant Grimsley back at about the 35-yard line, and the Tigers, after the penalty, decide to just take the knee and head to half. That's the end of the first half here in Pine River in this rivalry renewed. First meeting between Pine River-Backus and Pillager since 2016. Pillager in front as we head to halftime. On the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard, it's Pillager 30, Pine River-Backus 14. The halftime recap coming up right after this on Cash 95.9 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at shruppexcavating.com.
The Revolution Dance Team, which of course is a co-op with Pequot Lakes and Pine River-Backus, doing a routine here at the half. It is 30-14 Pillager at the break. Devin Kruger here with you. Thank you for joining us. Of course, a big thanks to all of our sponsors, which includes Plumbing Etc. and Trustworthy Components here in Pine River. As we got a score update, Pine River-Backus volleyball down at the Burnsville tournament. And they lost 2-0 to Cannon Falls. Cannon Falls, of course, was the Class AA state champions last year. And PRB battled. I know Cannon Falls, they were without. I don't know if they still are. I'd kind of heard through the grapevine that one of their top hitters, that's 6'2" and was an animal against Pequot Lakes in the state championship last year, has been out. Nonetheless, it looks like it was 2-0 Cannon Falls in their first match down in Burnsville for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Pequot Lakes took on Stillwater, and Pequot Lakes got the win 2-1 over Stillwater in their first match down at that one actually at St. Michael Albertville. So a couple of really big volleyball tournaments going on. We'll check the football scoreboard as well here at the half. Let's recap this first half, where in the first quarter, things went by very, very quickly. Pine River-Backus had a 3-and-out. Pillager got the ball at their own, at their own 45-yard line and went in and scored on their opening drive. A 9-yard touchdown run by Christian Hoagie. The 2-point conversion failed. It was 6-0. Pine River-Backus answered with a really nice drive, 63 yards. A 8-play drive, 22 yards by Chance Abraham, and it was tied at 6. That's how the first half ended. Pillager got the ball right at the very end of the first quarter. Got the ball at the end of the first quarter. Then things got wild in the second quarter. Pillager scored on their next drive. In fact, the Huskies scored on their first 3 drives. Pillager's second drive, a 36-yard touchdown run by Eli Miller. The 2-point conversion was good. Pillager led 14-6. Then on the next drive, Pine River-Backus started at their own 23rd and fumbled. It was the first of 3 turnovers by the Tigers in the first half. Pillager took advantage. They recovered. It was a sack fumble. Derek Hoagland caused the sack. Earl Brown on the recovery, I believe. And then one play, because they were only 11 yards out, one play, Christian Hoagie with the touchdown run, his second of the night. The 2-point conversion was good. It was 22-6. Then it got even more wild because Pine River-Backus answered. Starting at their own 35, they had a nice run by Chance Abraham, negated by a penalty. So they were backed up to the 25-yard line. And then Andrew Volk found Nevada Ehlenfeld, who had a bit of a bobble catch down past the 50-yard line, and then actually about the 50-yard line, and then stepped through 3 different Pillager tacklers down the far sideline for a 75-yard touchdown. The 2-point conversion was good. It was 22-14. Pine River-Backus then recovered an onside kick, and the Tiger fans and their sideline was going crazy. They brought out the trick play on the halfback pass, but it was intercepted. Good play by Kobe Schultz for the Huskies, so it took away a little bit of that momentum. And then the Huskies ended up going on another drive as they started 1st and 10 on their own 14, except they fumbled. It was their lone turnover the first half. The Tigers got it at the Pillager 30 through another interception. Pillager from their own 28 then drove down and extended the lead, scoring with less than 10 seconds to go in the half. Another Christian Hoagie touchdown run from 13 yards out with the 2-point conversion. Pillager up 30-14 at the break. Again, just a wild second quarter. Turnovers, onside kick, big plays. It's been a fun one. It's a little wider margin than I think it kind of feels like. It doesn't feel like a 16-point margin, but then again, that is only 2 scores. It's 30-14 Huskies on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. We'll come back with the first half numbers, and of course, again, we'll have a look at the area scoreboard as well. 30-14 Pillager in front. It is halftime in Pine River here on Cash 95.9, rjbroadcasting.com, and on yourliveevent.com.
Food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Devin Kruger back with you here on Cash 95.9, yourliveevent.com. Halftime with Pillager leading Pine River-Backus 30-14. Let's take a look at the first half numbers. The Tigers got that big 75-yard touchdown. That accounts for a vast majority of their offense, as the Tigers have 113 yards of offense in the first half. As from the rushing department, only 38 yards, 36 yards for Chance Abraham on 6 carries, including the 22-yard touchdown run, 16 yards for Brady Rule on 7 carries. But then with the big sack and fumble with Andrew Vogt, that knocked that down to 38 yards of offense on the ground. And then the passing department, Volk is 1 for 4 with the 75-yard touchdown connection to Nevada Ehlenfeld. He also has been intercepted, and then Chance Abraham on the halfback pass was intercepted. So 1 of 5, 75 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks for the Pine River-Backus passing offense. So 113 yards of total offense in the first half for PRB. 3 first downs, 3 turnovers, a fumble, and 2 interceptions, and they've had 2 penalties for a total of 20 yards. For the Pillager Huskies, they have 221 yards of offense in the first half, 168 on the ground. Christian Hoagie, 11 carries, 76 yards, 3 touchdowns, 67 yards on 5 carries for Eli Miller, 9 carries for 37 yards for Derek Hoagland. In the passing department, Hoagie is 4 out of 6. He was 4 for 5 in that second quarter. They aired it out a little bit, had not really the wind at their back, but just opened things up a little bit. 53 yards, 3 completions, 44 yards to Justin Anderson, and a reception by Eli Miller. 221 for the Huskies. Here in the first half, they had 9 first downs, 1 turnover on the lost fumble. They had 3 penalties for 21 yards. That's a look at the first half numbers. 30-14, Pillager in front on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. And then Pillager 3-2 coming into tonight, winners of 3 straight. Pine River-Backus 1-4. When we come back, a look at the area scoreboard. We'll also remind you of what's coming up as the team's starting to get back out to warm up for the second half. Pillager in front 30-14 as the halftime report continues after this on Cash 95.9, yourliveevent.com, and rjbroadcasting.com.
Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy.
Devin Kruger back with you. Let's take a look at the area scoreboard again here. Pillager is in front 30-14 over Pine River-Backus. These are halftime scores on Skeeter 101.5 and also on yourliveevent.com. Crosby Ironton leads Aiken 12-6. Last we heard, Barnum was on top of Mille Lacs 6-0. That was after the first. Pequot Lakes was up 14-0 after the first quarter. Now they've got a battle on the road at Mora. The Patriots lead 22-18 at the half. Brainerd is all over St. Cloud Tech at the break, 42-0. Cromwell Wright Floodwood on top of LaPorte, big at the half, 47-0. Sauk Center over Piers, 12-0. In other matchups, in the Mid-Northwest Central, Staples Motley on top of 8th-ranked Parker's Prairie, 12-0 at the half. Barnesville is up big over Park Rapids. Actually, I thought that was in this district, but it's not. Sorry about that. Breckenridge is on top of New York Mills, 14-0. That was at the half. I did not see a score between Wadena Creek and Walker Hackensack Akeley. So those are some of the matchups going on in this Mid-Northwest Central District. Again, next week, Pillager will host Parker's Prairie. That one will be on Cash 95.9. For Pine River-Backus, they will head to Walker Hackensack Akeley next Friday night. The team's getting ready for the second half. Again, the Huskies of Pillager won the coin flip. They deferred to the second half. Pine River-Backus took that opening kick, so Pillager scored with under 10 seconds to go in the first half, and now they get the opening kick here in half number 2. Pine River-Backus will kick right to left as the Huskies have a 30-14 advantage. Let's see if I've got any other updates that I can find. Nope, no other updates from the area that I can find quickly. So here we go, getting it set up on the tee. Chance Abraham going to kick it off. Left-footed kicker And here we go, start of the second half. Devin Kruger here with you. Huskies up 16, and here's a floating end over and kick. It's going to be knocked, it's going to hit, and now the Huskies have to pick it up at the 27-yard line. And this is Brayton Kriegel. He gets to the far side to the 25, trying to find a seam, across the 30, across the 35, across the 40. And Brayton Kriegel got himself a step, and what looked like it could be trouble for the Huskies turns into a nice return of about 15 yards. And it looks like they'll mark Kriegel down at the 40-yard line. That's where the Huskies start 1st and 10 here in the second half. Couple volleyball scores from tournaments today as well. Pine River-Backus lost to Cannon Falls 2-0 in Burnsville. Pequot Lakes a 2-1 win over Stillwater at St. Michael Albertville. Pillager goes left to right here in quarter number 3. They have a 30-14 lead. Christian Hoagie's in the pistol set from the 40-yard line. Ball on the left hash. Okay, here's the snap. Here's the handoff straight ahead. A big push. Derek Hoagland breaks through. He's across midfield. He's inside the Pine River-Backus 40 and brought down by Brady Rule. Derek Hoagland hit that hole lightning quick. And Hoagland with a huge chunk of yardage to start the second half for the Huskies. They'll place the ball down at the 37-yard line. Actually, you could almost give them the 36, as that is a bust of 24 yards by Derek Hoagland. He had 37 yards on 9 carries in the first half. Picks up a Pizza Ranch first down with a 24-yard gain from the 36. Handoff Hoagland again, right up the middle. Another big push. Huskies offensive line looking to take control early as they have blown the Tigers back on 2 straight plays. This time, Hoagland picks up 9. He's going to be just shy of the stick at the 27-yard line. 2 carries for 33 yards to start the second half for Derek Hoagland, the junior back, 170 pounds. 2nd and 1, Huskies. Here's the snap. Here's the fake handoff. Hoagie keeps it inside the 25. He is loose. He is free. That'll be his 4th of the night. Touchdown, Pillager. Christian Hoagie faked that handoff. 2 Tigers converged on Eli Miller, and Christian Hoagie goes untouched for 24 yards and a Pillager touchdown. I have that putting him right at 100 on the night. And Pillager could not have asked for anything better. A touchdown late in the first half on the final possession. And they not only score, they score quickly to start the second half. Christian Hoagie from 24 yards out. Make that 27 yards out. Make that 27 yards out. Can't read my own writing. They will go for the point after kick. Gabe Parrish, the kicker. The snap, Kriegel, the spot. The kick is up, and it is good. First point after kick attempt for the Huskies, and they give Parrish a chance. He boots it through, and on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard, Pillager, barely over a minute into the second half, increases the lead. It's 37-14. Huskies will keep it here as we just started the second half. That was an incredibly impressive series by the Pillager Huskies. 60 yards in 3 plays. 24-yard run by Hoagland, a 9-yard run by Hoagland, and a 27-yard touchdown run by Christian Hoagie, the junior quarterback's 4th touchdown run of the night. And now for the Tigers, it's almost a must score to not let things get out of hand. I think offensively, the Tigers they've had some big chunk plays, but haven't had much sustained. Unfortunately, their defense has given up a lot of big plays. Here's a kickoff, and again, it's going to wind up staying in play, and Nevada Ehlenfeld picks it up at the 21-yard line, and he is absolutely buried there. It was another ball that was spinning on the ground, looked like it might be destined for out of bounds, and then turned itself in. Ehlenfeld a little trouble picking it up. And as Ehlenfeld gained possession at the 20-yard line, there were 3 Huskies right there to shove him backwards. Pine River-Backus starts 1st and 10 at their own 20. Going right to left, 37-14, Pillager in front. Andrew Volk will bring him up with the wishbone set. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. This is the big old student body right, just trying to have two running backs leading the way for the third man through. They gave that one to Chance Abraham. Not a whole lot on that one. They're going to give him a pair to the 22, second and, well, give him 3, give him to the 23, second and 7. 39 yards on 7 carries for Abraham tonight. Just got the halftime update. Barnum is on top of Mille Lacs. 20-0. Here's a handoff. This one up the middle. Fighting for yardage is Brady Rule. Eventually got the legs taken out by Lucas Hoagland. Not a bad gain there. Up across the 25. Looks like they'll give him the 27, a gain of 4. Third down and 3 for Pine River-Backus. Opening drive for the Tigers here in half number 2. Brody Mongan's going to go wide to the right. Drew Hutchinson on him defensively. Wishbone formation behind Volk. Pillager with 4 down linemen. They blitz the gaps. They hand it off. Abraham Hayes cut down. Tackle for loss. T.J. Swanberg this time got in as Abraham cut down at the 25. A loss of 2. Pillager had their 4 down linemen in a wide set, and all 3 linebackers just take a gap and come busting through. And now Chance Abraham is slow to get up. Abraham was cut down on that loss, and I think he was on his feet, and then something just didn't quite feel right. Whatever the case was, he ends up going down to a knee, and we have an injury timeout here. 9:12 to go in the third quarter. 4th and 5. We anticipate a PRB punt when play resumes. Let's break here. It's tough because Abraham's on a knee. So, yeah, we're not going to break. He's already standing up. Chance Abraham, kind of one of those do-it-all seniors for this PRB team. Starting running back, starting inside linebacker. He holds for the place kicks. Kick returner, punt returner. He comes off to the near sideline. He was also kicking off for the Tigers. Tyler Day is listed as the punter as the officials' timeout is over. They'll get things reset. It's 4th down and 5, and Tyler Day is in to punt for Pine River-Backus. Eli Miller will drift back to receive for Pillager. Early third quarter, the Huskies extended the lead on their opening drive. Everybody's set as Day gets the snap. Pillager with a medium rush. Day gets a good high kick. Eli Miller calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 45-yard line. So the opening possession for the Tigers ends up in a 3-and-out. Pillager will have good field position. 9:06 to go on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. Third quarter, Pillager 37 and Pine River-Backus 14. First meeting since 2016 between these two clubs. Pillager has a 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Pillager just was blowing off the ball on their opening drive, clearly trying to set a tone for the second half. Hoagie in the pistol set. Pillager has not punted tonight. Here's the snap. Here's the fake. They pitch left side to Hoagland, getting to the far sideline. He's got the corner, 30 to the 12, 40, 35, 30, and he's shoved out of bounds on the far sideline. Boy, Hoagland, one thing about Derek Hoagland that he has hit the hole fast, and as this game has gone on, he's hitting the hole quicker. He's hitting it harder. This time they send him out wide, and when he got the corner at about midfield, he was just like shot out of a cannon, and he was ruled out at the 35-yard line. Make that the 25-yard line. 28 yards and a Pizza Ranch first down. Here's Hoagie, and again he keeps himself. The 20, the 15. He's trying to fight through, and he's going to be stacked up at the 10. And again, 2 big chunks of yardage for this Pillager Huskies offense out of this option. They'll put this one down right at the 10-yard line. So that's 15 more yards for Christian Hoagie and another Pizza Ranch first down for Pillager. After 9 carries for 37 yards in the first half, Derek Hoagland now has 12 carries for 108 in the game. It's first and goal, Pillager right at the 10-yard line. Hoagie in the pistol set. Huskies trying to take control. Hoagie, fake handoff, pitches it. The ball's on the turf, and the Tigers are going to get one back. Well, hang on. Now it looks like there's some confusion. It was the official on the near sideline. Did he blow that dead before the snap? I think he did. Boy, the Huskies are going to get a massive break here. Are they going to say that? They're going to maybe say he was down. Oh, they're going to say incomplete pass. Wow, this incomplete pass. Well, that's a little different. I mean, and that was on the near sideline. Coach Fisher is not happy at all because that sure looked like a pitch, but they are going to rule that that was an incomplete pass, and it was a forward pass from Christian Hoagie to Derek Hoagland, and the Huskies catch a huge break there. 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, the handoff right up the middle. This is a new running back inside the 5, spinning, trying to back his way in, and down to the 2-yard line is Connor Hansen, a senior. First carry tonight for the senior, Connor Hansen. He puts Pillager on the doorstep of extending the lead. They'll put it down at the 3. It's a pickup of 7 for the senior, Connor Hansen. So after Pine River-Backus thought they had a fumble recovery, and one thing is whatever that official on the near side, he called it incomplete, is he must have done it right away because all the players stopped and they heard the whistle. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. Hoagie in the pistol set. Here's the snap, handoff. This is Hansen. Good push by that offensive line. Pillager's offensive line just absolutely bulldozed their way across the goal line. Hansen follows. He is in. Touchdown, Huskies. The 5'7" senior back, Connor Hansen, in from 3 yards out, and Pillager is now up 43-14 here in the 3rd quarter. See if the Huskies decide to go for one again with Parrish. Now Eli Miller holding his hands up, and it looks like Pillager will indeed go for the point after kick to make it a 30-point lead here in the 3rd quarter. Pillager's offense has they have taken control. Here's a bit of a snap behind, and the Tigers get the block. The snap was behind Kriegel. He did his best to twist fast and put that ball down, but the point after was blocked. Pillager, though, scores back-to-back drives. In fact, they have scored on 6 of 7 drives tonight with 7:33 to go in the 3rd quarter on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. It's Pillager 43, Pine River-Backus 14. Huskies kick off to the Tigers when we return on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com.
Save on your
Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Area teams.
Devin Kruger back with you as Pillager's only drive they have not scored on was a fumble lost in the 2nd quarter. And from the last drive of the first half and the first 2 drives of the 2nd half, the Pillager offensive line has absolutely been dominant. Caden Imdick at center, Connor Tollefson, Jack Nagel, Earl Brown, Danny Heldman, Justin Anderson have just created monster holes and have pushed the Tigers defense back. Parrish kicks it off deep. It's going to be Abraham at the 12, straight ahead, 15-20. Veers left at the 25, slips a tackle. It slips another tackle, and now he's going to be stacked up at the 29-yard line. So Chance Abraham, who came out on that last offensive drive for Pine River-Backus. Nice for the Tigers fans to see that the senior is back in. Pine River-Backus will start 1st and 10 at their own 30. Tigers scored on their 2nd possession of the 2nd quarter and cut it to 22-14. It's been 21 straight points since by the Pillager Huskies. 1st and 10 from the 30. I formation, and the ball's on the ground. Volk stepped back, and the ball a little bit low. Thankfully for the Tigers, Earl Stockman was there to drop on it. It'll be a loss of 2. So when you're down by 29 points, the last thing you wanted to see is a broken play to start the drive. From the 29-yard line, it's 2nd and 11. This time, instead of rotating receivers, Volk comes to the sideline and gets the play call. Well, Coach Paul Clark said in his pregame interview that this Tigers team kind of reminded him of the Huskies last year, paraphrasing a bit, but they had glimpses of being a really good team. And now here's a handoff, and the ball's on the ground again. Back-to-back plays, the ball's on the ground, and this time the Huskies have it. They came with that all-out blitz. The handoff wasn't clean. The ball hit the turf, and Pillager is going to come away with it. The 4th turnover tonight. 4th turnover tonight committed by the Pine River-Backus Tigers. 6:35 to go in the third quarter. Pillager will take over. At the Pine River-Backus 28-yard line. This is the second time tonight that Pillager will start in PRB territory. Christian Hoagie, 4 touchdown runs tonight, with 2 backs in the backfield with him. 1 receiver wide right, and Cohen Creamers. They're going to hand it off. This is Connor Hansen, who just scored the last touchdown. Pillager mixing in a couple of new backs. Gabe Parrish, the other running back in the backfield, as Hansen straight ahead inside the 25 to the 23. He picks up 5.
6-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 4.
Actually, we'll give him the 22-yard line. Well, I don't know what's going on with that. Six yards for Hansen.
It's time now for some local high school.
Pico of 6 for Hansen.
It's time now for...
And now here's a handoff for the new back. This is Andrew Brown, a sophomore. I don't know what's going on with that button there. Sorry about that, folks. Andrew Brown, new back in for the Huskies, and he gets a Pizza Ranch first down run.
It's time now for some local high school sports action. Today's coverage.
Oh, we'll keep an eye on that. They have it down at the 11-yard line, and it was an 11-yard run by Brown. Pizza Ranch first down for the Huskies, leading 43-14, 5:40 to go. Here's the snap. Here's a handoff. Hansen, right side. He's inside the 5. Connor Hansen across the goal line. Touchdown, Pillager. And the senior Connor Hansen with back-to-back scores. This one from 11 yards out. And Connor Hansen makes it a 35-point lead with 5:34 to go.
Subtract prejudice and what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us?
And Devin Kruger back with you. Huskies score. Connor Hansen set up for the 2-point conversion, now at 49-14. I don't know why all of a sudden my phone decided to send all these things. Here's Hoagie back, slant pattern, the pass behind the intended target. Incomplete. 2-point conversion fails. On the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard, 5:34 to go here in quarter number 3. Pillager has taken control. They lead 49-14. They'll kick off to the Tigers right after this on YourLiveEvent.com. Cash 95.9 from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter Studios and RJBroadcasting.com.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. Online at schruppexcavating.com.
Devin Kruger back with you here in Pine River. Pillager 3 for 3 in the second half, taking a 30-14 halftime lead to turn it into a 49-14 lead here late in the third quarter. Got an update that Barnum is up on Mille Lacs 26-0 after 3. Here's an end over and kick. It's going to be Chance Abraham scooping it at the 20-yard line, trying to come to the near side, gets by one tackler, and then he's going to be wrapped up by Lucas Hoagland. The ball came loose, but they're going to whistle it down as Abraham was trying to fight for every extra yard he could. It is senior night here at Pine River-Backus High School. If the score does not change or Pillager increases the lead, we'll have running time for the fourth. Of course, again, following the action, we'll have our post-game recap, notes, numbers, and awards. And then we also have the full Minnesota High School football recap show after the game coming up at 10 o'clock right here on Cash 95.9. From the 25-yard line, Pine River-Backus first down and 10, going right to left here in quarter number 3. Andrew Volk, he's back to pass. He steps. He's going to throw it deep. He was looking for Abraham, and he overthrew him. Grant Grimsley, the sophomore, had the best chance to catch that one as Abraham got turned around. It's incomplete, second down and 10. Coming up next week, we'll have Pillager volleyball on KKN AM. And, of course, it'll also be video streamed at yourliveevent.com as the Huskies visit Aiken on Tuesday next week. PRB in the wishbone formation, 5:21 to go in the third quarter. Here's the handoff, left side, not much room, but squeezing through a small seam for a couple, I think, is Brady Rule. We'll see who he gets up from the bottom of that pile. Yeah, I think that was Brady Rule on the carry. Only picked up a yard to the 26. 9 carries, 21 yards I have for Brady Rule tonight. Pillager 3 for 3 here in the second half. On third down, wishbone formation, Volk. Pitch, left side, trying to get to the corner is Rule. Trying to cut up field, and he's dragged down from behind. Gabe Parrish. Gabe Parrish tracked him down. Give him 2 to the 28. That's it. And it's fourth down and 7. Fourth and a short 7 for Pine River-Backus, and Tyler Day is back into punt. Crosby Ironton leading Aiken 14-6 after 3. Good game for the stump on Skeeter 101.5 tonight. On fourth down, Day awaits the snap. Here it comes. Pillager, light pressure, gets a good spinning kick away. Brayton Kriegel, and he drops it at the 40. The ball is loose. Kriegel collects it along with Brody Mongan, but I think Kriegel got possession, and he did. Pillager will keep the ball. A little dicey there. But Kriegel able to corral and get possession at the 41-yard line. So the 3 possessions for Pine River-Backus here in the third quarter. 2 punts and a fumble, and not much happening on the offensive end. In fact, Pine River-Backus only 3 first downs tonight. All of those came in the first quarter on their scoring drive. They connected on a huge play in the second quarter, but then their offense has been quiet since, and the Huskies' offense has completely taken over. Pillager football from their own 41-yard line, going left to right. 3:48 to go in the third quarter on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. 49-14, new quarterback. And here's Grant Grimsley, fakes the handoff. Grimsley up across the 45. He's across midfield as Coach Paul Clark with the big lead, taking his starters out, at least some of them. And the new quarterback, sophomore Grant Grimsley, a 10-yard run on his first carry tonight, and it'll be a Pizza Ranch first down for the Huskies. They're looking at this, but I can pretty much tell from here that that's a first down, and it is. So Grimsley 10 yards, and he moves the sticks. First and 10 at the Pine River-Backus 49. In that pistol set, Grimsley, the snap, turns, hands off. Hanson, the ball's on the turf. Hanson got spun around. I don't think he ever clearly had it, and Pillager's going to turn it over. Pine River-Backus collects the football on the fumble as Earl Stockman gets the fumble recovery. Just didn't get that one clean. Second turnover on the Huskies tonight. Pine River-Backus takes over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Pillager leading 49-14. On 1st down and 10, here's the snap, handoff, Chance Abraham right side with some room inside Husky territory, 45, a little stutter step, he's inside the 40, Abraham backpedaling his way down to the 35. Huskies have some second-tier players in on defense. Pine River-Backus gets a big run there to the Pillager 35-yard line. 17 yards for Chance Abraham, 58 yards and a score on 9 carries. And here's Volk on a quick hitter to the left side, and it's a completed pass. First complete pass here tonight to Adrian Schrupp. Schrupp, a sophomore. And that one they're going to mark inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's a 6-yard completion, only the second completion tonight for Volk. 2nd and 4, Pine River-Backus, 2:05 to go here in the third quarter. Here's the snap, here's the handoff. This is Brady Rule, and not much happening here. Huskies defense looks like Gabe Parrish, one of the guys getting up. Bryce Rowan, a sophomore, on the tackle. A pickup of 1 straight up the gut for Rule. From the 28-yard line, 3rd down and 3 for Pine River-Backus. 1:35 to go. Third quarter, that is, 1:35 in the third. Wishbone formation, Volk, 1 receiver left. Schrupp the wide out, here's the snap, here's the pitch, wide right, it's a halfback pass. Nope, it's going to tuck it and run. Looking for room and getting inside as a flag flies inside the 25, 1st down run by Owen Dable. But this will be negated by a penalty on the Tigers. First penalty of the second half for PRB. All 3 penalties against the Tigers have been in offensive holding. The first two for the Tigers.
It's time now for some.
The first 2 penalties for the Tigers negated big plays. Volk under center on 3rd down after the penalty. Here's the snap, quick throw near side, and he skipped it. Looking to find Brady Mongan. And it's going to be 4th down for Pine River-Backus. Ball at their own 36-yard line. Pillager up big, final minute of the third quarter. Wishbone formation. Here's the snap. Volk back to pass. He's got some time. He looks, he steps, hit as he throws. He floats to the right side. It's knocked down. And a flag is going to fly. They were looking for Adrian Schrupp, and it looked like Drew Hutchinson kind of went over the right shoulder of Schrupp to knock that one down. They throw a flag on it. It's going to be pass interference. I don't know if Coach Clark's going to be real happy about that call. Hutchinson, it looked like he was playing the ball. There was probably contact. We kind of went through over the shoulder and through the shoulder to knock that down. I think that might be what the Huskies are asking. Like, well, hey, if he's playing the ball. But there was some, there was enough contact to warrant the flag, and the Tigers will get a first down via a penalty with the pass interference call. That is the first penalty on Pillager in the second half. They put it down to the 21-yard line.
It's time now.
a 15-yard penalty. And it's first down and 10, Pine River-Backus. 57 seconds to go in the third, 49-14 Huskies. Here's a pitch. Here's Dable, and a flag flies as Dable got that pitch again. Looked like that same setup of the halfback pass, but Dable put it down and run, and now we're starting to see more and more laundry on the field. And let's see what this flag is, and it's a sideline warning on Pillager. So no yardage will be marked off here. The play will stand on the pitch back for Dable. So Dable gets stopped for no gain at the 21-yard line. Second down and 10, so a sideline warning has been issued. And now here's a quick throw to the left side, and that one incomplete. Tigers trying to get the quick hitting passing game going, and this one skipped on the near side for Nigel DeSanto. And that one incomplete. 2 for 8 passing, 81 yards, a touchdown, and an interception for sophomore quarterback Andrew Volk tonight. It's third down and 10 for Pine River-Backus. With the passes and the flags, the clock's slowly ticking down. Now a throw to the left side again. This one caught. This is Adrian Schrupp, and he is tackled quickly, but at the 10-yard line, that is a first down for Pine River-Backus. Colston Creamer is on the stop. A correction, that was Tyson Decker. And it's a first down. It's first and goal Tigers. It's a gain of 11. Second catch for Schrupp. First and goal, Pine River-Backus from the 10. Trailing 49-14 with 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. And now they're going to wind the clock, and we're going to head to the fourth quarter. Pillager 3-2, Pine River-Backus 1-4. Huskies up big as we head to the fourth on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. Pillager 49, Pine River-Backus 14. We're back with the fourth quarter right after this on Cash 95.9 from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter Studios, your liveevent.com and rjbroadcasting.com.
Leon Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight.
Keep it simple. Get those parts from White's Major Appliance. Don't rely on getting the right part on the internet. White.
Devin Kruger back with you as the first play of the fourth quarter, as a fumble on the handoff as Volk tried to hand it off to the third back through, and it was not clean between him and Dable. Dable jumps on it right at the 10-yard line. 49-14, Pillager in front. Running time is in effect unless Pine River-Backus scores, and they get it within 30. Pequot Lakes up 28-18 after 3 quarters at Mora. Barnum was up on Mille Lacs 26-0. Crosby Ironton on top of Aiken 14-6, all entering the fourth quarter. It's second down and goal. Pillager looks to blitz. Volk back to pass. Rolling right, throws. It is caught. Turning up at the 5, reaching across the end zone. Touchdown, Pine River-Backus. Brady Rule on the reception from Andrew Volk from 10 yards out, and the Tigers make it 49-20. Brady Rule with the touchdown, 50 seconds into the fourth quarter. Tyler Day on for the point after. Chance Abraham to hold. The snap from Myers a little bit low, and the kick is low and blocked. The point after fails. On the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard, Pillager 49 and Pine River-Backus 20. We will be back as the Tigers will kick off right after this from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter Studios. This is WWWI-FM Pillager Brainerd Baxter, Cash 95.9, and RunYourLiveEvent.com.
Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Do something fun.
As Pillager looking for a 4-game win streak after starting the year 0-2. Tigers not done yet. 10-yard touchdown pass, Andrew Volk to Brady Rule. Point after was no good, 49-20, as Tyler Day is going to kick off. And it's a high end over and kick, far sideline, going to hit at the 23. It's going to just turn out of bounds inside the 20-yard line, as treading carefully out on that far sideline was Andrew Brown. Pillager, I would imagine, is just going to elect to take this at the 35-yard line, and that looks like exactly what they'll do. Why wouldn't you? That's the 4th penalty on the Tigers tonight. Pillager, the only 2 drives they have not scored on tonight, they have fumbled the ball away. They have 2 turnovers. Pine River-Backus has committed 4 turnovers. We've seen 4 lost fumbles and 2 interceptions in tonight's game. 11:10 on the clock, 4th quarter. Pillager up 49-20. They'll put the ball on the right side hash. Pillager going right to left, and they have it 1st and 10 at their own 35. Huskies host Parker's Prairie next week. They were down at Staples Motley 14 or 12-0 at the half. Here's the snap. Grimsley. He's going to hand it off. This is Hansen. He's got room for it. He breaks it outside. Cuts inside the number at the 45. And a late flag comes in as Connor Hansen, a 12-yard run for a Pizza Ranch first down if it stands. The flag came in from the back judge. And we're going to have a personal foul face mask on Pine River-Backus. So it'll be the 12-yard run by Hansen for the first down. Then they'll tack on 15. And the ball will be inside the Pine River-Backus 40 to the 38-yard line. First down and 10 for Pillager. First minute gone. And now the first down play. Handoff straight ahead, and again it's Connor Hansen. They'll put him down at the 36 for a pickup of 2. 41 yards, 2 touchdowns on 7 carries, all in the second half. For Connor Hansen, a 5'7", 170-pound senior for Pillager. Again, second-string quarterback Grant Grimsley is in. He takes a snap. Here's the handoff again to Hansen. This time he's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, stretches forward for a yard, maybe 2. Looks like they gave him 1 to the 35. See if I can find an update. Last I saw, oh, how about this? Staples Motley beats 8th-ranked Parker's Prairie tonight, 26-0. The Cardinals get the win. Parker's Prairie is at Pillager next Friday, right on Cash 95.9. So Staples Motley not only with a win, but a shutout win. Grimsley in the pistol set. 3rd down and 6. Here's the option. They pitch it to Brown. Pitches a little behind him. Now trying to make up for lost ground, and he's going to be cut down by Brody Mungan. A short pickup. And it's going to be fourth down for Pillager. Of course, they can just as well go for it, up 49-20, 9:25 to go in the fourth quarter. A gain of 2 on the pitch out to Brown. And from the 33-yard line, it is fourth down and 4. They need to get just about inside the 29-yard line. And, of course, Pillager taking every second they can off the clock here. Not really watching the back judge just yet. And now, before the fourth down play, Coach Paul Clark going to take a timeout. 8:54 to go, fourth quarter on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. It's Pillager 49, Pine River-Backus 20. A fourth down play for the Huskies when we come back on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com.
League at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Devin Kruger back with you. Thanks for joining us here for tonight's broadcast. Also brought to you by Trustworthy Components and Plumbing, etc. of Pine River, along with all the advertisers you hear in the ads throughout the game. Post-game recap coming up next. It's 4th and 4 for Pillager at the PRB 33. Grant Grimsley takes the snap, handoff straight up the middle. This is Brown inside the 30, first down and more. A fourth down conversion for the Huskies as right up the middle, Andrew Brown stepped through a tackle. He was already past the stick. They'll put him down at the 20. A Pizza Ranch first down for the Pillager Huskies as they needed 4, and they got 13 from Brown, doubling his output, 26 yards now on 3 carries. And Pillager can wind more clock. Of course, if they score, then running time would go back into effect. As Brown and Tyson Decker are now the 2 running backs with Grimsley. 3 sophomores. Here's Grimsley. Fakes the handoff. He's got room on the outside. 25. Dives. Down the inside the 15 and dove to the 10. Real close to a first down. They might take a look at this one, and they'll say first down. So the quarterback, another Pizza Ranch first down. First and goal, Pillager from the 10. This game was 6-6 after the first quarter. A wild second quarter where Pillager went into the half up 30-14. It's been virtually all Pillager in the second half. They were up 49-14. Pine River-Backus got a touchdown early here in the fourth. Grimsley, the pistol set. Little broken play, and he's going to go straight up the middle. Not sure if things just weren't lined up right. Tyson Decker ended up running into the back of Grimsley. Grimsley just ends up tucking it, going straight ahead. Still gets a decent gain out of it. He picks up 4 to the 6. Pillager will look to take a 4-game win streak into their big matchup next week against Parker's Prairie. Of course, with some redistricting teams. Pillager, a 6 AA team in a primarily Class A district this year. First meeting between the Tigers and Huskies since 2016. Pillager won that one 46-12 and really kind of dominated the series. They've dominated a good chunk tonight. Here's a handoff left side and inside the 5 and getting cut down at the 2. First run for the sophomore Tyson Decker.
Tyson Decker, the ball carrier.
And Decker
4 yards gain on the play.
Will pick up 4. It'll be 3rd and goal, Pillager at the 2. And much more to what Pillager's hopes as the clock winding a little faster now here in the fourth quarter. Last Tigers home game of this regular season and quite possibly the 2023 season tonight. Huskies come up to the line. Grimsley in that Pistol set, turn. He'll hand it off. Left side, this is Andrew Brown. He is in. Touchdown, Pillager.
He's in for a Husky touchdown.
Andrew Brown pushes it to 55-20 with 5:48 to go on the clock, or to go in this fourth quarter. 2-yard touchdown run by Andrew Brown. The Huskies with the second-tier players in, they'll go for 2. Sophomore Cam Barrett wide to the right. Grimsley gets the low snap, looks, tosses it to the end zone, wide open back of the end zone, and reaching up and making a nice catch was the 6'3" Gabe Parrish, as the 2-point conversion was good. 57-20 on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. Pillager on their way to their 4th straight win. They'll kick off to the Tigers when we come back. It's high school football on Cash 95.9 and on yourliveevent.com.
Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Patios, driveways, colored and stamped concrete, and much more. Contact them now to book your 2024 residential or light commercial concrete job. Call Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction at 218-639-2374. Fully licensed and offering free estimates.
Devin Kruger back with you. Barnum defeated Mille Lacs tonight. Final score 32-6. Pequot Lakes was on top of Mora 28-18 after 3. Gabe Parrish has it teed up for the Huskies. Here's a high end over and kick, and he shanked that one. Not sure if he was trying to just place that on the far sideline and went out of bounds at about the 39. See if Coach Fisher elects to just take the ball where it went out of bounds. I think that's most likely what he will do. Of course, again, running time will be in effect with the change of possession. So the kick out of bounds the second time that we've had that penalty tonight. And the Tigers can elect to take this right where it went out of bounds, which will be the 39-yard line. 57-20, Pillager on top, 1st and 10. Actually, looks like they'll mark it 5 yards from where it went out of bounds. Went out of bounds at the 39. So they'll put it at the 44. Wasn't quite aware that they actually added 5 yards to it. So if it's inside the 35-yard line, you just take it at the 35. I kind of thought that's what they did, is just take it where it went out. Sometimes you learn something even after 24 years. So 1st and 10 Tigers from the 44-yard line. 57-20. Wishbone formation. Here's a snap. New quarterback, and they hand it off, and not much there. Nice cut down tackle by Lane Adams, a freshman, as Scott Scoville got his first carry tonight for the PRB Tigers, and it goes for a gain of 1 to the 45-yard line. It's 2nd down and 9. New quarterback, Easton Wynn, a freshman, is in for Pine River-Backus. Again, the post-game show will follow. We'll have after the game at 10 o'clock, recapping scores from all throughout the state. Wynn under center. He's back to pass. He's rolling to his right. He's throwing on the run, and a beautiful catch, 50-45. Brady Rule hit from behind by Andrew Brown, but Easton Wynn with a beautiful touch pass to the near sideline. And a 1st down for Pine River-Backus inside the Huskies 40 to the 39-yard line. That is 17 yards on the completion. Easton Wynn to Brady Rule. 4:37 and counting here in the fourth quarter. 57-20 Pillager. from the 39. Here comes the blitz, and here's the handoff. The blitz actually ran past the offensive, the handoff to Sean Reyes. There were two Huskies that blitzed the A-gap, and with the quick handoff from Wynn to Reyes, the defenders actually went right around Reyes, and he picks up 4 to the 35-yard line. That one was quite funny how that one developed, as two Huskies went right around Reyes, and he ends up with a 4-yard gain. Pillager just completely blitzed the A-gap and somehow missed. On second down, Wynn under center. He's back to pass. Quick throw, and it's incomplete. It actually looked like Wynn was trying to hold that up and pump fake it, and the ball slipped out of his hand. Incomplete. Third down and 6 for the Huskies. Excuse me, third down and 6 for the Tigers. Ball at the Huskies' 35-yard line. Ball on the right side. Tigers going left to right. And now Nigel DeSanto has to get the play call from Coach Fisher. Tigers might have to hurry to get this one off. They need to get about halfway between the 30 and 29-yard line to move the chains. Clock down to 3 minutes. Wynn under center, the snap. Handoff, first back through Reyes, nothing there. Absolutely nothing, as the Huskies had that one all bottled up. Trenton Tessing was in on the stop along with Gabe Parrish. No gain for Reyes. 4th down and 6 for Pine River-Backus. Coach Fisher will send in the play call. As if the Tigers don't convert on this 4th down, Pillager might be able to just run out the clock. Here's Wynn back to pass, steps, throws middle, off the fingertips of DeSanto, and Nigel DeSanto, a bit, you can tell, even with the helmet on, a bit of dejection. Wynn put that ball right on his fingertips. He was open on the post route, but it slipped through, and Pine River-Backus turns it over on downs. On the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard, it is 57-20. Pillager on top. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35. And the start of this game was really exciting. Pillager scored. PRB answered. Pillager scored again. It was 12-6. After a turnover, the Huskies made it 22-6. Tigers got a big play to cut it to 22-14, and we thought, man, here we go. It was going to be back and forth. Nate Fisher of the Tigers and even Paul Clark of the Huskies. I talked about this Tigers team showing glimpses of being really, really solid and good. But then Pillager took over. 1st and 10 from the 35. Grimsley hands it off. This is new back as Braden Jensen, a sophomore, got the handoff, and George Stockman brought him down quickly, maybe a half a yard. Called it no gain. 2nd down and 10. Clock is just at a point where not sure the Huskies can quite go victory formation. Of course, with all the second-tier guys in, might as well let them play it out anyway. Just hope everybody comes out healthy. That's the big thing. Huskies will take their time and take every precious second they can. They're on their way to their 4th straight win. Grimsley takes the snap. Well, fake the handoff. Nobody was there anyway, so Grimsley just goes forward himself. He'll pick up what he can. He'll pick up 5. Grimsley will pick up 5 to the 40-yard line. It's 3rd down. Huskies can take a knee if they want, or they can run one more play, and that'll do it. Pillager will go to 4-2 overall, 4-1 in the Mid-Northwest Central. Pine River-Backus will fall to 1-5 overall, 1-4 in the district. Clock is under 30, and Pillager still shuffling a couple of guys in. Keeping an eye on the back judge as they're getting close to the play clock running out. Grimsley on 3rd down and 5, and he'll take the snap and he'll just take the knee, as that's going to do it tonight. The Pillager Huskies in a close battle to start, end up taking control and going on to their fourth win in a row. Final score on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard, Pillager 57, Pine River-Backus 20. The postgame recap begins next here on Cash 95.9, your liveevent.com, and rjbroadcasting.com.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community. Making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Started off pretty good, but then the Huskies ended up taking control, and they went at 57-20. Devin Kruger here with you. Just got a score update. Crosby, Ironton, and Aiken battle for the stump, heading to overtime, tied at 20 on Skeeter 101.5, so a great one there. Recapping this one, we kind of recapped it towards the end. It got to be a big margin. Pillager, the only drives that they did not score on were the two lost fumbles and then the end of the game. Offensively, looked real good, took control. Offensive line started dominating, and the Tigers just couldn't stop them. Tigers, again, showed some good glimpses of what they were capable of doing, especially on the offensive end with some big plays. But the final home game of the season, regular season at least for the Tigers, ends in a loss 57-20. Have to tally up the numbers, but we do have Nate Fisher already up here for the Tigers. So let's go ahead and chat with him. I'm just going to try to make sure I don't push a button I'm not supposed to push here for this one. As Nate, obviously, not the way you wanted to end the regular season at home, but boy, this one started off exciting. Your guys fought really hard. They answered the call on a couple of drives, but then things just didn't go your way. Just in your thought, what did you see were the turning points of the game?
Thought we had a chance to really take advantage. We got that onside kick, which was just absolutely ginormous. Great execution, great call by Coach Donnell. And so, and then of course we tried to go halfback pass, and I put it in the wrong formation. So that one's on me, not the guys. I think the guy was still open. So
it almost worked.
Yeah, a little bit of a learning experience there for us. My bad on that, but the guys played hard tonight. I was really proud of our guys' effort in the first half. Pillager's a heck of a team. Gosh darn, that team can play football, and they made their adjustments, and they're a pretty heady team. You can see the IQ on the field, and they made their adjustments, and we weren't able to adapt. And that's a good football team, so nothing to be ashamed of there.
When you look at a game like this, when a team can start taking control like they did on the line, how difficult is it from you and your coach's standpoints to try to find something to slow it down?
Yeah, it's tough. We're a little short-staffed up front. We don't have a ton of guys to rotate in and out, fresh bodies, and And again, that's an offense. When it gets rolling, it's a freight train, and it's hard to stop it. So, again, I thought we did, came out with a nice game plan. And, Coach Clark's been around the block a few times. He's a wily old vet. He's got an answer for just about anything we do. So, kudos to him. He made some adjustments, and we weren't able to adapt from there.
With the way the battle went in the first half, and of course, again, everybody was so jacked up when you cut it to 22-14. Nevada makes that great catch and breaks a bunch of tackles. Then you find yourselves down, and Pillager scores right at the end of the half to go up 30-14. What was it like in the halftime huddle? What did you address with the guys?
I think the biggest thing was just staying positive. We got whitewashed last week. I mean, we got knocked right out. I mean, it was a blowout from the start last week, and so. It was good for us to come out and get into a battle for 2 quarters. Big improvement from last week, and again, that's a great football team. That is a tough football team to match up with, and so. But I think I was proud of how the guys responded to start the game. I thought we came out and answered the bell on a number of occasions, and really proud of the guys' effort today, especially in the first half.
It was your seniors' last game on this field. Looking, and I have not dove deep into the standings, but I think it's not looking likely like you would have a home playoff game with a trying season like this. Give us a little bit about those seniors in that group, and of course, what they've meant is I know with the next 2 games on the road we don't have some coverage, so I'd like you to give you the chance, Coach.
Yeah, those here, choke me up here. Man, those guys have been the heart and soul of this team this year. It's never easy being a senior, brand new system, brand new way of doing things. But those guys have bought in. It's great to see their efforts tonight. I was glad we got Brady in the end zone there at the end on a little pass. Great to see that. Nevada scores that big long touchdown. Chance with a heck of a run to start the game. Those guys are tone setters for us. And, as a head coach, as a first-year head coach, love those guys. And, yeah, it's going to be tough not having them next year, but season's not over. We got 3 left, and obviously we're going to do our darndest to keep fighting. Big game against Walker next week, seeding-wise, and I know those guys will be jazzed up. That's a big rivalry for us, and we'll be ready to go.
Well, that's I didn't mean to make it sound like an end of the year one, but it is it is special because it is the last time on this field. Coach, it was so much fun to be here with this renewed rivalry. Obviously, so much fun at the start of the game to see these 2 teams jar back and forth for your first year. We wish you the best of luck the rest of the way, and hopefully we'll talk to you again here this year.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Nate Fisher, head coach for the Pine River-Backus Tigers, join us as well. Break more of the postgame recap right after this on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating, LLC. Online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Pillager with the win, 57-20 tonight over Pine River-Backus. Huskies win their fourth in a row. They go to 4-2 overall, 4-1 in the Mid-Northwest Central. Pine River-Backus 1-5, 1-4 in the district. Pequot Lakes gets the win tonight, 35-18 out at Mora. That one just wrapped up on KLKS Talk 100. So 35-18 that final. Again, Barnum beat Mille Lacs 26-0. Staples Molly knocks off 8th ranked in Class A Parkers Prairie 26-0 tonight. I still haven't had a chance to go through. I was trying to see if I could somehow flag down again from the press boxes. You're usually a long ways away, and the Pillager Huskies kind of left the field pretty quick. So I don't believe we're going to get a chance to chat with Paul Clark, head coach of the Huskies. So we'll get into our post-game awards, and then I'll look to get the stats all tallied up as well. As first, we will name our Pine River Family Market star of the game, and that's for, of course, a Pine River-Backus player, brought to you by Pine River Family Market, where you can find it all and still enjoy the hometown atmosphere. Every Wednesday, gallons of milk are just $2 for $6. Visit them online for curbside pickup or delivery, PineRiverFamilyMarketDelivers.com. And the star of the game is going to be senior Chance Abraham. Kind of did it all. He did kickoffs, kick returns. He had 9 carries for 58 yards and the 22-yard first quarter touchdown. Of course, plays all sides of the ball. Chance Abraham, our star of the game from Pine River Family Market. Let's go to our I Bring the Energy player of the game.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipeline. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
And our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game for the Pillager Huskies. We're going to go with the junior quarterback, Christian Hoagie. 4 touchdowns, obviously some big-time energy there. Passing-wise, he was 4 out of 7 tonight for 53 yards. Just, again, ran that option offense very, very well. Very tough for the Tigers to defend. And, there were a couple of times, sure enough, he had the ball in the fullback's gut, pulled it out at the last second. Piner, a couple of Tigers going after the running back, and then Hoagie had some clear sailing. Tough runner, 6'5", always finished forward, and all those key things. Making the smart decision, especially the way he finished some runs tonight. That all brings that energy. Pillager obviously riding a high wave of energy right now with their 4th straight win. Christian Hoagie, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game. And our big deal of the game, our big deal is, of course, brought to you by a host of area businesses, including Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, Riverwood Healthcare Centers, Atwater Chevrolet GMC in Aiken, Shannon's Auto Body in Brainerd, Tykes Carpet Castle in Brainerd, Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, BigDealAuctions.com, Donlinger Automotive of Brainerd, Matson Lumber of Nisswa, and W.W. Thompson Concrete Products of Brainerd. Our big deal of the game for the Huskies, the offensive line was dominant. I'm going to go with the tight end, Justin Anderson. In the second quarter, when things were still really up for grabs, and Pine River-Backus was answering Pillager, Justin came up with 3 big catches. Christian Hoagie and Justin Anderson, in fact, in the second quarter, Hoagie was 3 for 3 to start. All 3 completions were to Anderson. They all were for big chunks of yardage. 3 catches, 44 yards, 2 of them for touchdown, or 2 of them for first downs. Helped set up a big score. 2 big scores for the Huskies as they took the 6-6 tie in the first quarter and ended up leading 30-14 at the half. They were big catches. He got himself in open field, got some yards after the catch. Those were big plays. And then, of course, he was anchoring that offensive line that just started paving the way for big chunks of yardage for the Huskies tonight. Justin Anderson, our big deal of the game for Pillager. 57-20, the final. Pillager gets the win. I'm going to quickly tab up the numbers as we take our final break. We'll look through the stats, and we'll wrap things up from Pine River tonight as the Huskies win their 4th in a row over Pine River-Backus. From the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard, it was 57-20 Pillager tonight on Cash 95.9 and on yourliveevent.com.
Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
And your live 57-20, the final. Pillager gets the victory. Haven't seen the update yet. It was overtime. Crosby, Ironton, and Aiken, they were heading to overtime at 20. So they're having a heck of a game for that battle for the stump. Again, next week, Pillager will be hosting Parker's Prairie. They lost to Staples Motley tonight. First loss of the year for Parker's Prairie, as it was 26-0 Staples Motley with the win. That game will be on Cash 95.9 6:30 pregame. Pine River-Backus travels next week to Walker, Hackensack, Akeley. Looking at the numbers, and they do tell a story of some of the dominance from Pillager tonight. I have Pine River-Backus held to 193 yards of offense, 74 on the ground, 58 yards, a touchdown on 9 carries for Chance Abraham, 27 yards on 12 carries for Brady Rule for the Tigers. In the passing department, sophomore quarterback Andrew Volk, he finished 4 for 10, 102 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. 2 catches, 27 yards, and a score for Brady Rule. Of course, Nevada Ehlenfeld had the 75-yard touchdown. So 3 touchdowns for the Tigers, all seniors on their final game on this field. The Tigers turned the ball over 4 times. They had 7 first downs. They were penalized 5 times for 45 yards. For the Pillager Huskies, they roll up 433 yards of offense tonight, 380 on the ground. Christian Hoagie, 13 carries, 118 yards, 4 touchdowns. Derek Hoagland, 12 carries for 108. Eli Miller, 5 for 67 and a score. Connor Hansen, 8 for 42 with 2 scores. Andrew Brown had a touchdown run as well for the Huskies. Hoagie in the passing department, 4 of 7 for 53 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. 17 first downs for Pillager tonight, 5 penalties for 41 yards. They had 2 turnovers. Final score again on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. Pillager 57, Pine River-Backus 20, as the rivalry renewed. Goes to the team that kind of dominated the series from 2011 to 2016. The Pillager gets the big win tonight. Again, stick around. We've got the full Minnesota high school football recap program after the game coming up at 10 o'clock right here on Cash 95.9. Tomorrow, Golden Gopher football, the battle for the Little Brown Jug, as the Golden Gophers take on number 2 Michigan. Pregame at 4:30 right here on Cash 95.9. Until next time, folks, thank you for joining us. As always, we appreciate it. Thanks to all of our sponsors and advertisers. Absolutely cannot do it without you. To all the fans and friends that give us feedback, we appreciate it. Have yourself a great night and a great weekend. I'm Devin Kruger for R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Let's do this again.